welcome back to another episode of Action Toon Bros. Woo! Whoa, we're wrapping up season 4 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Yes, we are.
Yep,
but who are you?
Oh, this is your main host today, Matthew Lewis.
And the co-host, Ben Sturgeon.
Hell yeah.
And what a ride this is. I was going to say what a wild ride, but then it came out as wide.
What a wide
this is.
What are you guys doing in my house?
We broke in once again to Caleb's place.
I'm sorry, sir. We were just about to leave.
Yeah, after this recording. But yeah, we're once again joined by friends of the podcast, Tara and Kaylee. How are you guys doing?
Yo, I have tea. It's a good time.
I'm still gay.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, it's very appropriate for this show.
Really?
It's a terminal
Tell us more.
It's terminal.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. I forgot to introduce you as our professional gay friends, Tara and Kaylee.
Professional. Yeah, we can actually say that.
It's professional and it's terminal.
Yeah, where we are, where Matt and I are professional, air quotes. Our lesbian friends, our gay friends, are actual professionals.
Oh yeah.
And terminal.
It's terminal. All right, so
terminally professional or professionally terminal?
Yeah.
Professionally terminal.
Okay, got it.
Today we're going the second half of season 4. We're gonna wrap up the season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a crazy, tumultuous season so far. Lots of divisive feelings about both Catra and Glimmer for this season because they're both just going off the deep end, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, aren't we all? But with these two.
Someone needs a psychiatrist.
I think like almost everybody in the show does. Yeah.
It's like
I think everybody, period.
It's literally Oprah Winfrey. Everyone gets psychiatrists.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a therapist.
Yeah.
But speaking of...
Well, hey, maybe speaking of therapy, yeah. This episode specifically is a nice little bit for our resident little cinnamon bun. Today is...
Wait, which one?
I know.
There's actually 3 of them.
There's only the singular... Well, I'm about to say the singular by male, but that's not true because of this episode specifically. One of the main male protag...
episode 8 of season
4. Boys Night Out. Boys real, dude. It's finally time for a dudes episode.
Matt.
Yeah.
Get with the times. It's 2023.
Yeah.
This is not the 90s where it's like, yeah, boys.
Dude, bros rule. This is episode...
Really? I always did the girls rule and boys drool thing when I was...
Yeah. Everyone was like...
My gender rules, yeah.
No, everyone was like, dude, I like the Black Cauldron. Tara was over here like, Mulan.
Like, no, those weren't even released even near each other, were they?
Well, no, it's just like one's about like boy power, the other one's girl power.
I don't think I've ever seen a Black Culture.
I mean, the main character is a guy, and he saves the day.
I'm gonna say,
and it's just Mulan.
It sounds like every guy movie.
I was gonna say, when's the last time there was a male lead in a Disney thing? I was trying to figure out, but we're
we're getting sidetracked, and that's a very vague question nowadays.
Probably Up or something. I think,
once again, it's a very vague question because Disney owns everything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
and
we
we're
start
not
off.
going there.
But we do start off with Hordak.
Yeah, we open up with the destruction of what's the sea?
Mermista City. I can't remember what it's called.
Selenius.
Selenius.
They were recently just attacked by a horde, and they're just completely.
Oh, that's right. Because previously we had our main actor.
Yeah.
Because it can't say main man or main girl.
Mermysteries was happening.
Mermysteries.
And of course, the main lead, of course, Double Trouble revealed that they were just a distraction, and Hordak and Catch were completely destroying Selenius while the entire crew was sitting there having a murder mystery party. It was fantastic. And they open up with them trying to rescue as many people as they can, bringing in like refugees to Bright Moon.
Yep.
We also see Bo just trying to keep everything together while Glimmer and Adora are completely, once again, at each other's throats, completely just arguing. Mermista is devastatingly depressed.
So depressed, in fact, that she is literally in a bubble bath with nothing but ice cream.
Just eating tubs of ice cream. I'm like, girl, you're living your best life.
Yeah, you know what? I've never... like, in reality, have been that depressed or have seen anyone that depressed, but I felt that.
Yeah, it was
like,
really,
holy crap.
She was completely just lost her kingdom.
She is
Well, it's
devastated.
either that or...
murder?
She'd be sitting upon a couch in a oversized sweater and a pair of boy shorts with one stocking up high and the other one down low. Her makeup somewhat smudged. and eating, not really eating, from a bag of chips. If you don't know what that means, that's how every male writer writes a female in distress.
Oh, and don't forget, they're usually watching, if it's a breakup, they're watching some romantic movie. Or sometimes
Well,
nowadays, or nowadays,
very
it's just they're
clearly.
binge watching something.
Or, in the way that males write their females, listening to classical music. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
sad.
that's like that's incredibly cliche.
Either
Fortunately,
way.
Mamista's too good for anything that cliche. I'm
Yeah,
also,
she
the show
is.
is
a number of very amazing female writers on this
Yeah.
show.
Thank goodness for that.
But yeah, everyone, Glimmer and Adore are still at each other's throats, still arguing about how to proceed from here. But they completely just go separate ways. Bo, trying to keep everything together, is grabbed by Seahawk and Swiftwind for a boys' night out.
And of course, we have precious cinnamon bun Bo. He's just like, guys, I don't think this is a good idea. Nonsense, says the leading pirate man.
Yeah,
Even
and
if
this
you
is
want to
when-
call him a pirate.
Yeah,
Our
we
favorite
see
disaster.
Catra just kind of overseeing the destruction of Selenius, kind of like on a mic saying like, "Man, Scorpio, where are you? You're missing all the fun. I haven't seen you in a while." Anyway, I probably underappreciate you a little bit, but I'm gonna get back to me. I haven't seen you in a while. She's just kind of not getting a response because she doesn't know that last episode Scorpio finally just walked out.
Yeah, Scorpia literally put her foot down. And also on this point, Hordak is like, hey, I'm going to stay on the field. You, Catra, you can go back and do Catra things.
Yeah. But this is when, now I have to play this fucking scene for scene because I was at work watching this scene and I absolutely fucking screamed out loud with laughter. So Bo is just like, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to hold everyone together and nobody's paying attention. And then Seahawk, things are looking rather dour.
Uh-oh.
This drink is rather sour.
Oh, shit. Matt, we're actually doing this, aren't
This
we?
could be our final hour. Oh, and he goes into an amazing song. I was at work. It was a depressing day. I was very tired, and I literally screamed out loud laughing to myself when that happened.
Things are looking really dour.
This
This drink is kind of
rather
sour.
sour.
This could be our final. You know what? Kudos to you for just literally word for
I
word.
loved it. I literally was screaming with laughter. It was so fucking funny. And then I love this song too. It's fun to be friends.
It is a good song.
To be friends with friends. I love this song.
To be friends with friends. Yeah, and
was
all
so
of this,
fantastic.
all of this while they're sitting in the town of Seaworthy.
Yeah, back in the
I
pub.
can't believe I never remembered that's what the town
Back
was
in the
called.
pub that they were in the first season, and this is when he says, "We're going to go on an adventure." As he sees a friend of his, he's going to pretend to kidnap us, and we're going to, they're going to come rescue us, and they'll make all the girls come back together, and we'll be all a big happy family again.
Because this is exactly how Seahawk do.
Yep, this is what he does.
And what happens every time Seahawk has a plan? It backfires.
Yeah, it says, "Don't worry, I hired this guy." But wait a minute, you're not the guy I hired. Oh no, this is a real kidnapping.
Wait, you're my old friend. No, I'm a pirate. I don't have friends. By the way, the Horde's gonna pay big bucks for you, so enter big Horde ship.
Hell yeah.
I do like how when they're all tied up on the mast, it's just like, don't worry, my friends. I can speak seagull.
Yeah, you're gonna
Mr. taught me.
Yeah, you're gonna try to do the crazy noise he makes.
I'm not gonna try.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna do it either.
It's a crazy, goofy squawk. And
And of course, what does the seagull do? Sit there doing absolutely nothing, and then it goes right on his head. Because, I mean, it's like it's a seagull or
It's
something.
a dumb bird, yeah.
Yeah, and this is also intercut with Glimmer and Adora trying to get Mermista out of the tub and try to get her to actually help. But of course, they're still just at each other's throats, completely complaining about how the other fucked up and it's the other one's fault. And Mermista herself is completely over, like, ugh, are you guys still fighting? Ugh, just leave me alone. Just
Leave
get
me
out of here.
alone. And of course, other horse is like, moan, blah, blah, everything's going wrong. And Mermista's like, dude, seriously, back off. I need my space.
Yeah, and eventually, this is when where'd the people coming from? Us outside.
Yeah, it's outside.
Eventually, Glimmer does
This is
say,
an apartment complex
Yeah,
where
of
there's
course.
cars.
Of course, yeah.
What? Cars exist?
I know.
Holy shit.
We're in the future.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I shouldn't have said that yet.
No. Well, we're like 10 minutes in, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so eventually they're arguing, but Glimmer does inadvertently blame Adora for her mother's death.
Oh yeah,
Saying she didn't do
and of
enough
course
as-
in the typical
Yeah.
blurted out, and she's like, "Oh shit, did I actually say that?" And Adora just leaves.
Yeah, she says like the
I didn't mean it. Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she doesn't even apologize. Like technically, she just they kind of storm off against each other. The boys continue to be captured by this pirate, and then we see...
Do you know what his name is?
No.
Admiral Scurvy.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the most piratey name you would like to laugh at, but no. Admiral Scurvy, who looks very healthy for a man like that.
We also see another call Catra gives to the non-responsive comm that Scorpio's supposed to have, saying, winning doesn't feel as good as it did, as it's supposed to. I'm just kind of, like, still not feeling much, but where are you? You still haven't gotten back to me. Where are you in the fright zone? I gotta find you. So she's gonna head back and try to find where she is. We finally meet the Horde captain that is going to take Bo and Seahawk and them. It is Octavia, who, if you remember in the flashback episode, is the one that Catra scratched her eye out when her and Adora were little kids because she's a shithead, and she still has an eye patch to this day. And like Bo's just like I don't care. Leo capture us. Who cares?
Yeah, like for the first time ever,
he actually blows up for how pissed off he is.
Well, that and for the first time ever, he actually like completely loses hope.
Yeah, he's like, I'm tired of being the only one who's actually trying to keep this group together. No one's putting in the effort, and I'm doing all I can. And Octavia's like, geez, come on, pick us up. This kid's depressing. This is a really funny line from her. But then eventually back at Bright Moon after they're still blowing up at each other. A wonderful, I would say a Seahawk.
No, Seahawk does not return. Yep, a seagull just flies out the window and just sits there and makes seagull noises.
Yeah,
and Ramista's just like, blink, blink. Gets up out of the tub, bursts out of the door. Our boys are in danger. Wait, how do you know? A seagull told me. I'm like, that right there. That is how you do it. It's just, a seagull told me. When the druid actually talks to an animal.
Yeah, and so they finally are going to join back together and try to go save them. They get up on the ship. It's another cool fight. We have another awesome reprise of friends.
Seahawk is like getting ready to sing, and Mermista's like, no sea shanties. Start singing with rock and music in the background. It's like, wait, what? It's a rock ballad remix, so it's all good. I'm like, this is great. And it's a great song. They all fight. Adora and Glimmer are still kind of
after she transforms into She-Ra, she beats everybody up, and then they kind of like look at each other. Bill's like, yeah, we're back together, and then they kind of just glare at each other and go their separate ways once again, completely not resolving their situation.
Shocker.
Yeah, but back at the friend zone, Catra's like, geez, Scorpio, where the hell have you been? Why come on? And she goes to her quarters, she finds a note. Yeah, a note and the stuff that she left behind when she had abandoned the cause.
When she abandoned the Horde.
Yeah, and of course, once again, Catra collapses, completely upset that another person has left her.
Wait, you mean... Wait. So you're telling me that
she pushed away.
being upset and pushing someone away makes them not come back? It pushes them away?
Yeah, who knows?
What? But as that's happening, as, she's devastated about that, we go back to, Bo being like, yay, we're all back together. Adora, is everything okay? She's like, no. It's not okay.
Yeah, Glimmer tries to put a hand on Adora's shoulder. She kind of knocks it off and kind of walks away from her. Mm-hmm. They're still completely at odds. But then she says, "No, we're just gonna find out whatever Mara's weapon was, and we're gonna defeat the Horde. That's the plan."
Yep.
And once again, Bo's just like, "Geez, what a horrible waste. No fun sea shanty adventure. Join everyone back together."
Yep.
And that is the end of the episode.
That's how it ends.
Yeah, I love this episode because I love Seahawk. He is the one of my favorite characters in this whole show. I told you when we listed our top 5. Good guys, bad guys. Number 1 good guy team person was Mermista because she's such a toxic, chill person, and then followed by her is Seahawk because he's so fucking funny.
Dude, Seahawk is like you need a comic relief that's actually kind of deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you mean Seahawk?
Seahawk is absolutely amazing and such a fun goofball. He looks great. He has a great voice. He's a fun-ass, goofy manner, and his songs are... It's just... I love him.
The way I picked him is as a bi-disaster.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way he's going to stray. Especially with the show writers that
beautiful mustache.
Looks at the entire cast. Raise your hand if you're a bi-disaster. Almost half of the cast raises their hand.
Yeah.
Almost all the cast.
Yeah,
almost
all the cast. It's so funny.
Actually, that's a very good question. If you're Double Trouble... who's very much not into anyone like that.
Non-binary.
But if you were,
flirtatious.
Would you be a bi-disaster or would you just be pan?
More than likely, they would be, seeing as how they are, they might be aromantic.
Oh, no, I already know that. I'm just saying...
as far as how gender
if they were to, be into,
you can use
guys
either,
or girls, would they still be bi, or...
it doesn't... Your own gender isn't hugely a factor into that. As far as sexuality labels, It's what you choose for yourself.
Yeah,
Bi
that's fair.
bi means two or I'm attracted to two or more genders.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Is the actual
I know in
definition.
today's society, people are like, please get those right, kind of thing. And
Well,
just,
some
It's
people
also
are, but
it's
those
also
people
really
have sore
hard to
sticks
get
in
them right.
Yeah.
yeah, it really
Just
is.
because
'Cause-
It's
bisexual back then meant you were just attracted to just boys and girls.
Well, right, because then again, it was
Not
only
always.
boys and
There were
girls.
communities
Well,
in the
still.
90s that even recognized two or
Still,
more.
that's how it's seen today.
A lot of people
it's
do still
just
take it
boy
that
or
way,
girl.
Yes.
And then pansexual is known as a person that will open their legs for anyone.
Yeah. And of course, when it comes to a non-binary person, it's extra convoluted, but it's still very much should be appreciated.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I have no idea what Double Trouble because they are very overtly
Oh,
flirtatious with everybody.
well,
so I'm not
well,
really clear.
no. They act like they're overtly flirtatious with
Yeah.
everyone, but aromantic and probably asexual too. Very.
I wouldn't be
Or they
surprised.
could just be aromantic and they are like pansexual.
This is
Meaning
true,
that they
too.
never fall in love, but they have a higher sex drive. Once again, we don't know Double Trouble. Double Trouble could just be like, ha ha ha, ha I'm gonna string you on for a while, and bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, hey,
literally,
Well, we'll get there at the end of the season. But
literally, when it comes to Double Trouble, I think the sentence that best describes Double Trouble is Double Trouble is.
Yeah,
That's it. Just is.
Yeah.
And then a line.
Oh no, not even a 9. That's the period.
No.
Double Trouble is.
Is, and then like a line for like a fill in a blank, and then a
Of
dot.
course. No, you know what? It's like a Mad Lib.
Yeah, just like
Double
is, and
Trouble
then-
is, and on the bottom, instead of just saying adjective or noun, it's just question mark.
Yeah.
It just says you can't put anything here.
Yeah. Speaking
This
of
is for decoration.
Speaking of question mark and what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
We have a very weird episode
The next
coming up.
episode,
Yeah.
episode 9, which is titled.
Hero, really, dude? What the hell?
My phone was acting up. I apologize. Look, I have to use my
You
phone
dragged
for the
that out. I had
first
to
time.
figure it
Anyway, I tried. I tried for as long as I could. But well, I'm sorry. Let's try to take 2, okay? And we're gonna edit this out. No, we're not. And so, episode 9 of season 4, Hero.
Perfect. First time.
First time. It starts off with everyone's favorite, should be favorite character, Madame Raz.
Hell yeah. It opens with
my favorite.
Braz in the forest collecting berries as usual, just being a general weirdo.
Just being Madame Raz.
Yeah. Well, this is when we first open up and we
I'm
see.
gonna meet her someday.
Does it open up with her seeing Mara or Dora first? I can't remember.
She is like in her house, and Mara does appear.
Okay. I think about with Odora showing up and asking her, hey, Madame Raz, you know about this weapon that Mara had? We kind of need some help with this. And
Yeah,
then-
and just so everyone knows who's listening in, this episode jumps a lot.
yeah, it's going to be very complicated to explain because we're following a non-chronologically linear person.
Right, yeah.
I was going to say if anyone had seen
What, yeah. Oh, movie?
Ant-Man Quantumania just came out.
Oh, no, I have not seen
Or if
that
you're
one.
familiar with the comic book character Kang, who's the main villain in that, they're someone who does not experience time linearly, and past, present, and future are all simultaneously going on in their brain because they are very chronologically out of place. And there's another cool example of this that I want to give later on after we wrap up the episode, but Raz does, whenever she's speaking to Adora, she refers to her as Mara, and then in the past when she's speaking with Mara, she keeps referring to her as Adora.
Yeah, which is kind of weird because it's... How would that... Like, just the concept that she's going through, where she's literally jumping between times.
Yeah, and also this had to have been like 1,000, I think,
Yeah,
approximately years ago.
it literally was 1,000 years
Yeah,
ago.
and Madame Raz looks the exact same. That's another weird-
Hey,
Well,
she's like a
that's the
Disney
thing with
grandma.
time.
Yeah,
She's like a Disney grandma. She doesn't age.
yeah, I
But
guess
she's
so.
also known as a witch, so witches don't normally age.
That's true too.
Yeah.
But I mean,
She was
but
born an old lady like me.
No.
it's a very important day for
She was
Adora
born
Mara.
old.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be making a pie.
Yeah, they're supposed to be making a pie.
Yeah.
But you're so Sorry. Aladdin.
It's just, Aladdin, the
Aladdin.
Sultan, like,
Yeah.
when he's like, you will have me marry Princess Jasmine. But you're
you're
so
so
old.
I
Dude,
remember that line.
talk about like fucking shade on Jafar.
Every-
Just,
I know,
you're
like,
so old. I'm like,
overcomes the power of hypnotism and just to be like, but you're so old.
old.
But you will, and it's like, oh, okay.
Okay,
yeah.
wait. What?
Okay, we can't talk about
Back-
Disney
yes,
every,
yes, sorry,
every,
back
Disney
on
thing,
track.
every episode. We talk about
hey.
Disney thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Pies.
Yeah,
and of course,
They were
Adora is
as
like,
bad as Madame Raz getting distracted.
yeah, and of course Adora's like, hey, weapon time. Let's talk about weapon.
Mara's
Nonsense. It's time to get the berries.
Yeah, and she goes outside, runs into Mara,
berries.
saying, Mara's like, oh, hey, Madame Raz.
That's why I'm gonna be Madame Raz. She's just, her brain is here and everywhere
Yeah,
and
it's
nowhere.
an absolutely fun dynamic.
It's like me.
What am I doing? You're getting the berries.
Yeah.
Right.
And,
right!
and Swiftwind walks in and is just like, hello there, Madame Raz. Like, knows her.
Yeah, and Adora's like, what the hell are you doing here, Swiftwind? And he's
Like,
just like,
I always come here.
Yeah.
I'm always here for you.
yeah, he said, you need to check on old ladies who live in the woods. Come on, it's dangerous for them.
Right. The first time I'm just sitting here, like, the
Actual
second time,
fucking logic.
where the
Yeah,
where the horse
for
is just
once.
like, dude, she's a random old lady in the woods. Come on. Like the first time that I felt like that with Swiftwind was like, hi, I'm Swiftwind. You're a horse that can fly and talk. Yes. Okay. Now anyway, oh my god, I'm
Like a
gonna give you a
horse.
moment. Yeah, but anyway,
I'm
but
gonna give you
just,
a moment. Gonna let it sink. Now we're gonna talk with logic here. There's an old
I'm
woman.
Swiftwind.
There's an old woman that lives in the woods by herself, where she could be eaten by bears.
Or whatever the Whispering Woods
Yeah,
has.
the weird deer monsters and that weird
The
giant centipede bug
weird
monsters.
deer monsters and
Blech.
bears. She is an old lady. What don't you get?
Yeah.
Yep.
We do see when... I'm curious, do you want to go like just what Mara's doing and then just what Adora's doing? Because
We
like I said,
might as well not
it's-
even bother with
whenever
continuity.
Whenever
with
this
this.
episode that like cuts back and forth between people, we always like to say like, let's just fucking
Yeah, I was
follow
gonna say,
one
'cause
person
if I-
and then the other
well,
person.
Here's the big question. There isn't really a plot B. In
There's
this
no B
episode.
plot, it's just the
yeah.
two
It's
of
just,
them.
it's just so we might as well just go off a tangent because it's like it literally this entire episode. As part of the plot is jumping between all of these random events going on
Yeah, not
that
random,
are
they make
that are
sense
lined up
in
that are lined
context,
up. Yes, but it's just jumping ever so much.
Yeah. Okay, so with Mara, we see her first meeting Madame Raz and saying, who are you? What is this weird planet? Eventually, Madame Raz helps her discover She-Ra, and you find out that Mara has the ability to transform into She-Ra. She shows her how to heal and all kinds of other really cool and really useful abilities. We do eventually discuss the Heart of Etheria project with Light Hope telling her, hey, Mara, we need to do this. We don't tell you how it's activated yet.
We just know it's a thing, and Light Hope is the one who
One very
knows
heavily
about
pushing it, but also we see that Light Hope and Mara are much more friendly than she is with Adora. We see much more personable, much more like normal.
Wait. You mean like that one episode
Yeah,
where
when she lost her memory and she was just like, I remember Mara, she was great.
yeah, Mara was great. Memory deleted.
Like Mara was she went crazy. She's evil. Don't believe whatever Mara
I will
says.
never forget Mara. Memory deleted.
Yeah.
For all of you who know Futurama.
Yeah, exactly. But she literally does that too. She's just like, this memory should have been erased at the end of that episode.
Yeah, right.
Erases
Yeah,
it.
but you actually see like Light Hope as like friendly Light
Personable,
Hope.
normal, AI. Yeah, but then we do see that we see her using the power. We see that Mara's She-Ra form also just looks very similar to Adora's.
Yeah, well, She-Ra looks the same. It's just the
Yeah,
person. It's kind of like the whole magical like Power Rangers. Let's go, magical Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Like
Power Rangers.
the suits are the same. It's just whoever's using them is different.
Yeah, and we also find out that the Heart of Etheria project, the sword, is supposed to control.
The sword is the
She-Ra.
key somehow.
Yeah, the sword is the key, and it will link them, but also the Heart of Etheria is something bad because we do eventually see one of the reviewers compared it to Assassin's Creed, the Ezio Desmond situation, where one was in the past speaking to the future one indirectly, not knowing what was going to happen and what the person was responding to. And there's a very cool timing. We see a hologram of Mara saying, "Don't trust Light Hope. She's gone out of control. The first ones were wrong. This is going to be a destructive power. Whatever the hell this Heart of Etheria is something bad. Don't do it." Meanwhile, with Adora, she's walking around with Raz. She's finding out about the sword. She realizes, like, hey, the sword isn't She-Ra. You're She-Ra. It's in you the whole time.
Right, yeah, because the first time we actually hear that is when Raz, is like, oh, Mara, come here. Takes hand, puts it on, some kind of, vegetation.
It was a hurt piece.
Yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
it?
you're right, it was a hurt beast. Because it was jumping back to when Mara first met Raz.
Yeah.
And Raz is like, no. You're She-Ra, not the sword. Come on now, you can
Yeah.
do this.
They keep referring to the people, and Mara's people, but we don't know. They never tell how she ended up on this planet. Oh, no, wait. They specifically came here because of the magical crystals. That's what she came here originally to, study. Mara did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they find out the Heart of Etheria project is linked somehow to that. We don't know specifically how just yet. But they do say that the Heart of Etheria will hurt everyone and they should not go forward with it. She kind of then we see her crash her ship into what we later find out is Crimson Wastes.
Yep, the Crimson Wastes.
And also we find out that she launched part of her ship landed in Beast Island.
Thank you. Yes, Beast Island.
But then we also find out that she does use her powers and her ship to teleport the entire planet into Despondos, so it's not in space and the weapon can't be used.
Yep.
Yep, and that is the resolution for the Mara plotline. She kind of tearfully, in a hologram, tells her 1,000 years in the future, don't listen to Light Hope, she's out of control.
Yeah, don't listen to
explain
Light
what
Hope,
happened.
she's actually evil.
They never really explain why she went bad, do they? I can't remember.
Later on they do.
Oh.
But they like in I think the season finale, two-parter, they actually do.
Yeah.
Get more into detail with that. But yeah, it's it's crazy because Light Hope is like you are the key, you are the hope of all Etheria. It's like yeah, and now Mara apparently went crazy. No. She's like it's like wait, why am I thinking that Light Hope is crazy?
Also with our crazy jumping around in the jumping around plot, we forgot that Mara does notice that Light Hope has changed, and she says, "I am basically the same basic operating system." Which she disposed communication and teleports to the Despondos because some reason I don't know specifically why, but that was the whole point.
I think that was the whole point with this episode. Was
no, the point that Light Hope wants to do something that will just possibly destroy the planet.
Right. Yeah. Then like as all of that is happening, we also get cuts of Adora trying to talk to Raz.
While Raz is semi-ignoring her to make a pie.
To make a pie. But there's also times where Raz herself is trying to do something coherent.
Yeah.
And it's really, really putting a strain on her.
Yeah.
But it's all about she needs sugar, she needs all these different things to make a pie.
Yeah, but long story short, technically, the episode does end with Mara telling Adora to save the planet, and Madame Raz finally finishing up the pie and putting it on the seat of the abandoned ship that was left by them. Yep. And saying that this was for you, Mara. We really miss you. It was just a very sad resolution.
A very
fun episode of a very crazy, chronologically weird person. The one comparison I wanted to make, there was an old short on Adult Swim about some old octogenarian superheroes who were all retired. And the one of them was a wizard who had time powers, but for some reason his brain was locked at a different period. So throughout the entire episode, he would seemingly say random stuff and respond to stuff weirdly. And be behaving peculiarly, but at the end of the episode, you find out that his brain is 10 minutes into the future. So the whole episode, he was responding to things that were going to happen eventually in the episode. And it was a very, very cool plotline. But that just reminded me of Madame Raz.
Huh. Yeah.
And I mean, as far as her not prioritizing Madame Raz specifically, not prioritizing what's happening in the now. How do you know what now is when you jump between timelines? How do you prioritize anything? Because. The world could be ending, but then 10 minutes later, you're 1,000 years in the past. It's
right. Yeah, it's it's for lack of better terms, it's crazy to think about.
Or you could actually think that she might be able to jump even further past Adora.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
potentially. But I was going to say that it's actually a pretty decent metaphor for various mental illnesses, from the time blindness of ADHD to something more severe like my grandmother with Alzheimer's, where she is talking to people that aren't there because her mind's stuck in the past, and then later she'll come right back to the future. So it makes a very interesting metaphor.
Yeah,
I know. I know the whole Alzheimer's thing a little too much. That is painful to deal with.
Yeah, it was very, it's an incredibly deep subject, but I love how they did touch upon that with an elderly character who is struggling to try to communicate with somebody.
Right, yeah, and it just, they did it well. They did it very well, and for lack of better terms, tasteful. It's not like someone who didn't know anything about certain, mental, unstable mental diseases. It's not diseases. Well, anyway, you know what I mean.
There's
disorders. Thank you.
And then there's the disease, which is Alzheimer. But
disorders is what I was trying to think of. Yeah. But you could tell they knew what they were doing, and it wasn't some kind of bullshit. This is how it works. No, and it
was given proper gravitas.
Yeah,
exactly.
It was very handy.
So a delicate topic that they treated well.
Yeah. But as for a secondary, mid-tangent thing, time travel concepts and stuff, what's your favorite time travel movie or show?
Oh, wow. So,
Is this open to everyone?
yeah,
Of course, it always is.
Open
Yeah,
topic.
yeah.
We'll start with.
Window of opportunity from Stargate SG-1.
Oh, hell yeah.
I need
That's
to
not the one
re-
who was
I need
trapped
to-
in the...
Wacko! In the middle of my backswing!
I'm gonna say, that wasn't the one where they were trapped in that cave that was weirdly out of time.
No, that's
Okay.
a different one. This is the one where there's the guy that they meet on the planet who seems really friendly, but the whole time he was actually manipulating an ancient device to loop time until he'd be able to go back in time and see his wife. But in the meantime, Teal'c and O'Neill are stuck in this time loop and they feel like they're going freaking insane. And at first they're real polite about it, and eventually... My favorite is when Teal'c gets hit in the face and he just shoves the guy in the closet.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
Now I remember that episode. I was like, they kept like saying like, why is Teal'c so upset when they found out that he's also trapped in the loop? He's always like really grumpy whenever he runs into them, and like there was a full guy like, yeah, why is he so upset? Because of why he keeps like every
He gets hit in the face with a door every time.
His time loop begins with him getting hit in the face, and so it's just like they stopped the whole episode.
Somebody opens the door and bonks right into his forehead.
that's the first
And
second of
then
his time
you
loop.
and then when you realize, oh yeah, I'm in a time loop, and then you realize also that every time you start that loop, bam!
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little pissy. And by a little, I mean
I
a
gotta
lot.
give it to Christopher Judge.
Christopher Judge, fucking Kratos, amazing actor.
Amazing.
He really is,
Amazing. Anyways, so what were you gonna say for your favorite time thing, Ben?
This is gonna sound really to some of you, but
Prepared to groan as usual. What?
I was gonna say Doctor Who.
What part? What?
Which season?
Personally, my favorite was the Ninth Doctor.
Yes!
You are
yes!
an insane
Sorry.
person.
No. Sorry.
You are-
I get the numbers wrong. 10th Doctor, David Tennant.
Whatever.
I'm not saying. No,
Matt Smith. Oh,
nine
you're
is
crazy
good.
fan.
11 is good because I think Matt Smith was 11.
I love Matt Smith. He's my favorite.
Yeah, they're
He's
all
good, too.
they're all good. Matt, stop smoking, please. They're all
yeah.
they're all
I'm
they're
on
all
that weed
good.
in the
They're
middle of the
all
episode.
good. Don't get me wrong.
Yours.
I'm just more familiar with Tenet because that's where I started.
Really? You
Oh,
watch
really?
9?
No, I did after I watched Tenet. I watched 9. That's why I said like many of the doctors are good. Like 9 and the 9th one, the 11th one, very good actors. I just am more familiar with Tenet and some of his the things he's in.
Yeah.
And I just
Timey-wimey?
Yeah, how do you
wibbly
describe
wobbly,
time?
timey-wimey.
It's not a line. It's not a circle. It's just this whole massive wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. It's like even the doctor can't explain what it is. It just is.
Yeah.
And like all the paradoxes and all that stuff. I like that concept because it's a little bit more intuitive than say like I'm not disrespecting. I like this movie franchise. Back to the Future. Oh, speaking of which, Endgame.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was the best,
Blah, blah,
Back
blah.
to the Future is bullshit. And what do they proceed to do? Back to the Future-esque time travel.
They do that. That is an alternate universe that you are affecting. You coming back to your present. It's not going
Split
to change
timelines.
it. Yeah, split timelines because I will say even earlier on there was an episode like years and years ago earlier of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
that dealt with time travel.
I love
and
Agents
Fitz
of
was
S.H.I.E.L.D..
so like laid. Like they complaining like, oh, we gotta do this. We gotta fix the past or whatever. And Fitz was like lying back like, no, it doesn't matter. What we did already happened. It's always going to happen. So even if you do go to the past and change, it's not going to affect what's happening right now. And the whole episode, he was just passively like whatever, not caring that what they did because it was not going to affect them in the future and it wasn't going to fix anything. And that was really also the first season of the Flash CW show was very, very strict and specific with their time rules, and they were very dedicated. But then the fucking season finale fucked it up, and then they just went on to be an awful show like everything else in CW.
One of my favorite discussions talking about the timeline and stuff like that.
Yeah.
From Endgame specifically, is when the Sorcerer Supreme before Strange is talking to Banner.
Yeah.
Because it's the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah, you're not supposed to be here, Dr. Banner, because it's like she knew.
She also knew who Stephen Strange was, even though she didn't. Even though she wasn't.
she knew this stuff before.
Or that she was going to end up training
It was
him because
literally
she-
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
like
just knew who was
mysticality of sorcery and like the aspect of like the mind and philosophy and stuff like that versus hard tangible evidence science.
Yeah, that's
and they
true.
were able to come to an agreement on something.
Oh, I want to say something really quick. Matt probably knows this. Don't know if you know this. Did you know that Sir Isaac Newton is in Marvel as one of the what what's the word? The Supreme Sorcerer.
Sorcerer Supreme?
Yeah.
There is a Scientist Supreme, and that's MODOK in some of this. Scientist Supreme.
But there is
yeah.
one where Sir Isaac Newton
Yeah,
is
that's
literally,
awesome.
and that's because Sir Isaac Newton was actually secretly an alchemist. He kept it secret from the public society.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I like that. I did not know that. And
shout
that
out
was-
to Rituals by Parcast because Em and Christine from, and that's why we drink, do that. If you like ranty stuff like what we're doing right now,
Hell yeah.
guarantee you love it.
Kaylee, your favorite
It's-
tiny travel-y thingy.
Okay. If we want a lighthearted one, it's 13 going on 30.
Okay.
Is it time travel?
That's time travel.
I
So
don't think I remember
she
seeing
goes
it,
from
There's
being
even-
13 in the beginning of the movie because she wants to be an adult. She goes all the way into the future where she's 30 and she's married to...
Some dude.
Is it Mark Ruffalo in that movie?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
He's the child.
I forget-
Mm.
I forget everything that goes on, but she married the guy that she wanted to marry. He turns out to be a douche. Wow.
Go figure.
Her best friend that she had since childhood was also a bitch. Wow, go figure.
The girl one.
The girl one, sorry.
Oh, again, go figure.
And then throughout this whole time, she's trying to figure out how to go back to being 13 again. So when she's able to go back to being 13, she's like, I know what not to do now. And instead of going after the more popular guy, she decides to fall in love with her childhood best friend.
Because he's not going to be a douche.
Because that's what she did in the future. She fell in love with him first and realized that's who she should have been with instead of the other one.
I was gonna say I had absolutely no idea that was time travel. That movie,
Yeah,
I thought she
it's
just like
time
turned
travel.
older. I had no idea.
That was
The
lighthearted,
other-
though.
Yeah, the other one is called Predestination.
Oh.
It's a 2016 movie.
I never saw that.
I've never heard that one
Okay. The whole premise of the movie is for this agency to find someone who can effectively just be stuck in a time loop.
Ooh.
Wait, is that what?
Voluntary
was Tilda
Groundhog
Swinton in
Day?
that? Was Tilda Swinton in that?
I don't believe so.
Okay, there's some weird time travel that I'm thinking of.
But they are effectively stuck in a time loop to forever go through the same scenarios over and over and over again. So, and the person they choose has no family, has no one that they've grown attached to. They basically chose the loner of the loners, where no one will miss them if they go missing.
Right.
And the main character that you follow, he's essentially going after this woman in time, trying to figure out like all these things that are connected to her, while at the same time he's running into variants of himself that he forgets, or variants of himself.
That's the movie. Yeah, I've not Tilda Swinton, but that's the movie I was thinking of. Yeah, that's very, very fantastic. Don't spoil it because it's a very dramatic twist. But it's
It's basically a mindfuck because he's also trying to go after this person that's committing all these terroristic crimes. And the reason why they chose this one person was so that if he dies, he's just going to be stuck right in the time loop again. And he has to go all the way back, goes all the way through everything, and keeps going over and over and over again. And it's only when, essentially at the end of the movie, he realizes that he is the time traveler. He's this time loop guy. From the very beginning, he was stuck in this time loop, and he will never, ever get out of it unless he changes what he does. But because he can't, he's still stuck in this time loop to go from all the way into the past to all the way into the future.
Yeah, and there's a
Crazy.
number.
But
There's a
there's
number
a number of weird
there's
things that happen
A
through the
number of
movie.
very, very interesting, really high concept stuff that happens in that movie that I love to. I
it's
know Caleb,
very-
you love spoiling, but it is a big recommend.
It's
a big recommend. It's
Interesting.
a lot. It's a lot.
I watched the movie not as like through the full movie. I watched it as someone was like commenting over top of
yeah.
it. So I was
A commentator, yeah.
It was on YouTube, and I watched it, and I was
That'd be
like,
why I haven't seen it.
yes, I watched it, and I was like, wow.
Yeah,
That was the
It's
only thing I
fantastic.
could actually think of because that is
I
just the
couldn't-
only word that popped into my head was just, whoa, okay.
yeah. I think of the YouTube channel. That's why
Yeah,
I
you
watched
have
it
to
too.
literally sit there after watching
It's
just the
complicated,
commentary and the movie, just going, what did I just watch?
Yeah.
The one time travel movie I will always remember because it was one of those days when I was a kid every Sunday we would like go to a movie. Well, every other Sunday it felt like. And I watched it in a movie theater that was just me and like 2 other people. A really bad one, I will admit. About a guy who builds a time machine, and every time he tries to go back into the past to try and save his girlfriend from dying, something would happen. No matter what he changed, and she would always die.
Machine?
The time machine with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that movie was dumb as hell.
That movie was horrible.
Was it Tom Cruise in that?
Yeah, it was Tom Cruise.
I forgot the. Well, yeah, the movie was very stupid.
The other thing that
Oh my god, it was horrible.
you could okay, Life is Strange is another good time travel.
I love that. Yeah.
I was wondering.
Life is
I was
Strange.
wondering if one of you two was going to bring that up.
And
Me
Life
too.
is
I love that game.
No.
Life is
It's
Strange
not that
is
I
way-
didn't think you were.
Yeah.
I thought one of these two.
And
at
it's
least would.
actually really sad because even though Max goes through all of this shit, she has to let go of the one person she wanted to save the most.
Or you can do the right. Or you can do the
Fuck
right
that city.
choice.
I let that tornado destroy that fucking city.
Right? I was gonna say,
know,
or you can do the
but
right
you
choice.
still- But you still had to like reverse time no matter what,
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
to let go of this one person just to save everyone else.
Yeah.
Even though there is a fan made ending where you do let the tornado just wreck the city, and you find that a good majority of the people live, but the city is just gone.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't played the third
Before
one.
the storm. Oh, before the storm.
Before the storm. No, I played that.
Okay.
I played that.
Oh, you're talking about True Colors?
I
or
played the
whatever?
first, True Colors. That's an actual sequel that has stuff like characters from that, and also I know in the second series where you follow those 2 brothers, they do at one point visit Arcadia Bay, and it can or cannot be destroyed. And I know that you can or cannot run into Max and Chloe or possibly.
But yeah, you and I are in agreement on something which is
Yeah,
odd.
fuck that city.
Yeah, that's
Fuck Arcadia Bay.
Emotional
Chloe.
support lesbians. Let's go.
Save Chloe!
Horrible piece of shit, Chloe. I love
The
you.
other thing I will bring up is that I am stuck in these, not really stuck, it's more of like, I guess it's like a common trope now, where I'm reading these comics of
Oh
Trans
yeah,
girls.
dude, reading comics. Holy
Now,
shit! Yeah.
translated Korean
translate Korean
graphic
comics,
novels.
graphic novels, comics, manga, whatever you want to call it, where the character, Dot is mainly a female character, she dies the most horrific ways. Either by the person that she loves the most, she's like betrayed by her friends, she catches a disease. She basically like lives through the most treacherous shit, and then she like prays to go back in time to like fix everything or give one more one more chance. So she's able to go back into the past to 10 years, 15 years to when she's a child, and she still has all those future memories.
Ooh.
So then she's able to fix everything and make sure she doesn't go down the same path again. It's kind of, if you read anything on Webtoons, it follows kind of like Marry My Husband, if you don't know what it is.
Nope.
It's this woman that has stomach cancer. She has terminal stomach cancer. She discharges herself from the hospital, and she goes home to find out that her husband and her best friend have been having an affair for like 10 years. And he murders her.
Murders the terminal cancer lady.
Murders his wife.
Yeah.
And as she's laying there, she sees her father who passed away. And he basically is like, do you want to have another chance at this? And so she goes back. All the way back. Before she found out she had stomach cancer, before she married the fuckhead.
The guy?
Fuckhead, yeah. Married the guy. Like, she goes all the way back in time. And she's like, I'm not doing that shit again. It's basically like that for like almost every premise for these. Mm-hmm. There's also ones where a character is teleported into books of the villain.
Very isekai, but like instead of you are
Like-
yourself, you're I am now the protagonist of a book I read.
Or I'm the protagonist of a video game. Or I'm the villainess of the video game.
Yeah, that one's popular.
And because they played through it or they read through it, they know the main things that are going to happen to the villainess. And so when they pop into that role, they're just like, what if I don't do that? But what if I don't
what if
get killed?
It's like, you have a lot of work, but what if I didn't?
Yeah.
What if I didn't be a trash human? Is that okay? Okay, well, I'm going to break my engagement to this person because I know he's in love with my sister. I'm gonna go off, be my own person, be my own woman. Fuck all y'all, I'm leaving. See you later. Like, that's how some of them go. And I've been reading some of them because I find it hilarious.
Well, hey.
Especially when, like, the person's just like, yeah, so I don't want anything to do with you or anything to do with her or anything to do with my family. Can y'all just leave me alone? And the ex is like, but I can't live without you. And her family is like, but we fucking hate you and want you to, like, destroy you. And she's like, I don't want to do anything with you fuckers. Like, why are you bothering me?
It's like that one internet song, you know, the one that goes, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah,
nope.
you're always referencing.
It's like, fuck you.
But yeah, we
need to get back on topic.
Anyway, sorry,
But
that's
no.
time travel.
No, that's fine.
No, I was gonna say,
Just-
Kaylee,
Woo!
my podcast network could always use more shows. If you want to do a Korean manhwa review show,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Manhwa.
Are you eating a beautiful dwang?
Doang. What's
Doang.
a beautiful
Dwang.
doang? What a day for a
You
picnic.
showed me that video, and I, even to this day, after you showed me that so long ago, I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch?
I mean,
But well, yeah, that's a manga. Like that was a bad translation from a manga thing. But
those are my favorite, but also like horrible translations for manga is
Those are
what
always amazingly
destroys reading them because
yeah, it's rough.
Yeah,
But
it is.
Illegal
definitely,
sites,
yeah,
man.
time
Illegal
travel
sites.
stuff and great Korean mangas are fucking fantastic.
if you also want
Big
another
recommends.
time travel recommendation, it's called The Broken Ring. This marriage will fail anyway. This
Sorry.
woman lives through 3 different versions of her life. She lives through the first version where she dies. Go
Yeah.
figure. She then goes back in time to when she's 16. She falls in love with this painter, and then she runs off with him until her family finds her again, kills her husband in front of her, and then she has to murder her own child, and then kills herself. And then she goes all the way back to when she was just a child, marries someone completely different to who she was supposed to marry in her first version of life, immediately tries to stay away from the other guy that she fell in love with when she was 16, and she marries instead a womanizer because she's just like, well, if I want to make it in life, I need to be divorced.
Oh yeah, big recommends.
That's a big recommendation.
Amazing,
It's
yeah.
a really good. It's really good.
Is it a book or a manga?
It's a manhwa.
Manga. Nice.
Yeah, it's a manhwa.
It's
Yeah.
a dwang.
Remember?
Gotta check those out. They
Yeah,
sound
that's
amazing.
time travel.
Yeah. An
Speaking
amazing
of time
subject.
travel-
I'm gonna say amazing subject.
Back to time.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Back to
Gotta
the
get
sun.
back to the past, or in this case, the present.
Yeah.
Present.
Well, speaking of insane, convoluted, awesome time travel concepts and stuff like that, we do have a nice time with episode 10.
Wait, no. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
That's your segue.
Yeah.
That's
Speaking
the
of
segue you
segues.
say. Episode 10 of season 4. Fractures.
Like
Segues.
time travel.
No. You know. At this point, you might as well
Fractures in
just start
time.
Yeah.
start randomly saying Kuvira's Gambit.
Speaking of Kuvira's Gambit.
No,
episode
stop.
10, Fractures.
Enough of that. Shadow Weaver. We're starting with Shadow Weaver.
She's still training Glimmer, and they're trying to do a double truth-telling spell on Double Trouble. And they're like, "Oh, it's working." The truth is that outfit totally doesn't match, and neither does magic for you. Like it's just completely dogs.
Just completely double trouble.
Yeah, to completely dogs. Glimmer is sucking at doing this magic. Adora is completely just like not. She's like, I'm gonna be in the war meeting with everybody else. So you know, time for the messing around with Double Trouble or figuring out what the plan is.
And
They
of
have
course,
a
Double
meeting-
Trouble's also stirring the pot a bit.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what's this?
guys are still
Adora gets to make the town meetings, and
Town meeting.
you get to not do anything.
Yeah.
Wow, you let her run everything.
At the
Speaking of which,
princess-
at the town meeting.
At the town meeting. They were sitting around trying to discuss, we need to do the Heart of Etheria project, but it could somehow result in the destruction of the planet, so we can't do that. We need to figure out what the heck is going on. Shadow Weaver's just like, no, we need to channel the energy. Glimmer's like, yeah, we could probably do that. And it's like, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah. First off, anyone who agrees with Shadow Weaver, it's like,
First
are
off,
you
you're
okay?
dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Second off, no.
First off, you're dumb as bricks. Secondly, Glimmer, are you okay? You literally hated this woman, and do you need help?
Yeah.
And everyone's just like,
is it because you're doing this to get back at like Adora? Like, what's going on here?
and why are you not thinking of Midrift? Why are you not thinking of Bo?
You need to be worried about
Bo's
Bo,
stuck
Bo
in the
thinks.
middle. I don't care if you care about Adora. You need to care about Bo.
Yeah, we cut to the Catra in the fright zone completely. She doesn't have her like little tiara thing on. She's just completely stressed out.
What the hell is that? Is
It's
it a helmet?
It's a hair tiara. I don't know.
No, it's
Helmet?
It's like a helmet.
It's not a helmet. It's
a visor.
It's what the Scarlet Witch has.
Yeah, the opposite like Gambit stuff.
Yeah, like,
It's not like
it's not a diadem.
It's like I forgot that it's like a surrounding facing that I know Gambit has.
Yeah, right. Anyway,
It's called
Anyway,
something
I'll
specific.
Gambit
figure
has.
it out.
Yeah.
Just
we
keep
talk
talking.
about obscure references.
How's Gambit obscure? Shut up. Anyway.
One of me. Let's continue on, shall we?
Oui.
Hey, I don't need to know about it. You bathroom's over there. You need
No,
the
not
wee
in the
wee.
middle of an episode. She's wandering around trying to find Scorpia. She's going over the footage, trying to find out where the hell she went because she's missing her only reliable friend that she had left at the time. She runs into Kyle, Rogelio, and
It's called
Lonnie.
a Wimple.
A Wimple. Nice.
That's a weird. That's a name. And speaking of Wimples, Lonnie, Rogelio, and Kyle appear.
Yeah, they're still injured from that crazy mission that they went on. But Cash is just.
Oh no! Actually, in this case, that's
a new
already
mission?
past. They came back from pulling a double,
Okay, yeah, they're all.
and
completely
Catra's
exhausted.
is like, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Like, you idiots, go on another
back
mission.
on work.
Yeah, get back to work, because this sucks. And then, like, back at Bright Moon, the princess meeting continues. It's
And,
kind of
and
panning around,
everyone's
meeting
like,
everybody.
"We should do it. We shouldn't do it." And Scorpius like, "Yeah, we should do." Wait, what?
Yeah, they're like, wait, what you doing here? They freak out, and they all kind of, like, just suddenly start trying to fight her and the Horde bot. What's her name?
Emily.
Emily, yeah, I forgot Emily's name.
Yeah,
But yeah. They
And then as they're getting ready to attack, Scorpius like, "I need help finding Entrapta."
Yeah, and she's
and that's
like,
when they
"I'm a
all
good guy."
realize, wait, Entrapta's alive.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
Yeah, but
How do you,
she
what?
also accidentally knocks out Perfuma with her when Perfuma comes from behind
Yeah,
her.
Perfumus is like, come on, we should use this. Accidentally pricks. Oh, I'm sorry. It has a mind of its own.
Yeah, but then she back at Catra in the fright zone. She hears, she's like kind of completely still like freaking out that Scorpia left. She hears some laughter and some people being happy. She's like, "Oh, Scorpia, where's Scorpia?" And she runs and sees it's Kyle, Lonnie, and Rogelio again. And she's kind of like, "Oh, it's you idiots. So what are you guys doing? Just hanging out?" And she tries to be buddy with them, and they're just not having it. She like also like try to beat the shit out of like Lonnie. She like, grabs Lonnie saying, "You guys laughing about you guys laughing behind my back?" She's just completely off the rails.
At first, she was trying to be like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And then something happens. Catra snaps, almost beats the shit out of Lonnie, and everyone's like, "Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah, they kind of just walk off saying, "Catra, you need help. You need to rest. You're out of control."
And as this is happening, it's not just Scorpius she's still trying to. It's also Double Trouble.
Yeah, she's
because
trying
Double
to-
Trouble hasn't responded at all.
Unable to get in contact with any of her allies at this point, besides the
And
trio.
when at this point, as she still cannot get any message or any response from Double Trouble, she gets so mad that she breaks her tablet.
Yeah. But then we cut back to Bright Moon, and Scorpio explains that Entrapta is on Beast Island.
Wait, Beast Island? It's real?
Yeah.
Says Adora, who is absolutely terrified, and an ex-Horde soldier, because, Beast Island is a very big legend. And I love it. Wait, it's real? Shadow Weaver? No. We told those stories to scare you. It's much worse.
Yeah.
I love that right there. It's like,
Yeah. But Scorpio is just like, we need to rescue Entrapta, and Bo and Glimmer are like, hell yeah, we need her help if she's being trapped. And then Glimmer's like, no, we need to use the Heart of Etheria to defeat the Horde.
And Glimmer's also like, yeah, and also remember,
She's a
I don't
traitor.
know yet. She's a traitor.
Her boss tried to kill us.
It's like-
She's not an ally.
It's like, do you hear yourself?
It's like, do you know who's also a traitor? Look at the woman behind you.
Yeah.
I wonder how well that's gonna pick up on the
It'll
mic.
pick up in a cool way.
Just, like peeks the mic just by whispering.
Hell yeah.
But yeah.
She's just like, why can't you believe me? And they're like, no, you're completely wrong. You're out of control. That we can't use the Heart of Etheria.
Trust
to destroy the
me,
planet.
we do. Except for when you listen to Shadow Weaver.
Yeah.
It's like, guess what? If we do this, all of you can die.
Yeah. She
That's
refuses.
the thing.
She wants to harness the power because, once again, Shadow Weaver's just whispering in her ear, manipulating her. Yeah, it's...
You don't need friends. You need me. I'm your friend on the other side.
And it's also just like Shadow Weaver. When everyone says it's going to kill everyone, that also means you.
No, they can harness it. So, hey, really, Shadow Weaver #1 with like, no, I can control these ancient eldritch powers. Don't worry.
What are you talking about? I am Shadow
I have this under
Weaver.
control.
I can control these ancient eldritch powers that's also slowly killing you.
Yeah, she has it under control.
And
It's
then
ridiculous.
meanwhile, you get to see. Okay, so we've seen the prison cell that Shadow Weaver was in. We've seen the prison cell that Double Trouble's in. Now we get to see Scorpia's prison cell, which is literally a big round room with a whole bunch of pillows in the middle, and it looks really roomy because Bright Room doesn't even have a dungeon.
Yeah, she's like, this is a prison? She's like, yeah, it's a spare bedroom technically, but still.
And
Spare bedroom number 3.
Yeah.
and who's the first person in charge of watching Scorpia?
Her new number one
Frosta.
fan. Yeah, her new big fan. Like, oh my god, your pictures are so huge. Can they crush anything? She's just completely
And she even like copies with the eyes, like, dude, can you crush things and stuff? And Scorpia is like all sad, like, well, she's crying. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Is it because the pincers are your thing? No, everyone's been treating me so nice.
It's just like, god damn it, Scorpia.
Yeah, like, Scorpia, I know you're the best at giving hugs,
She
but
is.
you need a hug.
Yeah, Perfuma makes her a salad. She's like, "Puh, gross." It's weird.
What is green? Wait, why isn't it gray or whatever the other color ration bar is?
It was brown and gray.
Yeah, brown. Yeah. Why is this not brown or
Why
gray?
is all of this not monotone and or in a triad color?
Even Frost is like salad, and even Scorpio's like, I don't like this at all. But yeah, Frost does, is still being like, hey, you're still our prisoner. But she also warms up like, but yeah, if you need to talk. And Perfuma's like, sleepover because Perfuma.
Yep.
Because Perfuma.
Glimmer banishes them from leaving. She says, no one's leaving Bright Moon until we figure out what we're going to do. You're not going to go rescue Entrapta. You're staying here. Meanwhile, in the Fright Zone, Catra is like reporting the Hordak, like, yep, she's on a video call. Yep, everything's perfectly
is
fine.
absolutely
Everything's going
fine.
great. Don't worry, Hordak. She's like, okay, cool. Just reporting the success. Bye. And then it zooms out and you see that she's completely destroyed the entire room and she's losing her goddamn mind.
Yeah,
So,
right? Everything is absolutely fine. There is no war in Fright Zone. And all of a sudden, just in the background, it's just complete devastation of one room.
Yeah, and of course she once again breaks down sobbing uncontrollably because Catra's just life is completely out of control.
Because Catra.
Yeah.
And of course, it's just like Bo and Adora are just like, hey, yo, we gotta save Entrapta, and I know it's kind of scummy, but we can't tell Glimmer.
Yeah, Glimmer's-
like something's gone on with that girl, and we can't let her know about this. And then out of nowhere, did somebody say Swiftwind? No, nobody said Swiftwind.
Well, too bad.
Keep it down, and you can come with us.
Yep, they managed to sneak out of the... Do the other princesses help them escape, I think? Or?
They go through where Scorpia and Frosta are, and Frosta's like, okay, look, guys, I'm not supposed to let you go, but you might as well hurry up and get lost because Glimmer's on her way.
Yep. They get on the ship that they're going to use to transport to Beast Island. They say, take us to Beast Island. It says, hazardous material disposal zone.
Yeah, right. It's just like, hey, take us to Beast Island. Going to hazardous materials disposal site.
Yep.
Like,
Meanwhile, Glimmer, does she see them escaping, I think, or no?
No, first,
I don't think
she actually
I don't
goes.
think she notices that they're gone until like later.
Well, actually, we were just getting there because Glimmer goes back to Double Trouble and actually does the truth spell and tells them to tell the truth. And this is when you find out that Double Trouble's like, oh, really? Well, I can't cry on cue. I have to think about like children falling downstairs or something, and I have never told anyone this.
No, but I just end up laughing.
I just end up laughing, and why did I tell you this? I never told you. Oh my god, it worked.
Yeah, and then they reveal that the real threat is Horde Prime, because Hordak's nothing compared to him, and he's on his way, and that is the main goal of the Horde.
And when she finds this out, she's like, she goes to tell Adora and Bo, like, guys, I found out something, and she sees that they're both gone, and in the distance, she sees the ship, the first one's ship, start flying away. And then she's just like, okay, you know what? Fuck this.
Yep, and she's going to go to Light Hope.
Yep, she's going to go to Light Hope herself, and that is where it ends.
Hell yeah. Boy, I love that Scorpio's on Team Good Guy.
I just like Scorpio. Don't get me wrong,
being happy
Entrapta
is the one. People being nice to being surrounded by people who are nice to her. After 4
Everyone's
seasons,
so nice.
I know it's just so.
dude,
overly
I nearly was like, you know when you're watching something and you're just so happy that you just tear up a little.
Absolutely.
I did that when she started crying. I'm like, no, honey.
Oh, baby, this is what you've deserved the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of deserved,
It's
Catra's,
not your fault that your
Yeah.
family sold you into this.
I know, and also seeing Catra just finally reaping the repercussions of her pushing everyone
Shitty
away
behavior.
so
Karma.
That's not gonna fully come into like fruition.
Yeah,
until
Yeah,
Not-
this isn't gonna go full circle or anything.
But yeah, it's fun to see seeing her finally like losing it because of her shitty behavior, deservedly pushing everyone away. Adora and Trapta, freaking Scorpia, even Lani,
And that's the
Rogelio,
thing,
and Kylo,
though.
like fuck you.
And the
It's
funny
just-
thing is, like, throughout this whole time, she'll be like, well, everyone keeps abandoning me. It's like, no, sweetie, they've given you a way out.
Yeah, episode
I mean,
one.
Adora gave you a
she-
way
yeah,
out.
like,
And
so-
then later, Scorpia gave you a way out.
Yeah.
And
And Trapta gave you a way out to not destroy the universe when she tried to do that.
I said this once, I will say it again. One of the most heartbreaking things ever was just 4 words that Scorpia said to Catra.
You're a bad friend.
That right there. That was just like,
Yeah.
I mean, it was well deserved. And Scorpia needed to, put her foot down. But that still fucking broke me. It's just like,
I think
you're
it's
a
part
bad
of it
friend.
is
I'm like,
because
oh shit, the
she-
limit has been
The
reached.
actress did such a good job of just dead
It's
silence and
conveying-
then you're a bad friend.
It's conveying
So
just so much emotion in just 4 simple words.
Yeah. I know that the whole episode spent of Catra, or the whole last episode and this one, of her being like, what the hell, where's Scorpia? She's supposed to just come back whenever I'm shitty to her. Where's she been the whole time? Not even, like, knowing that that comment was her leaving and, like, saying, like, fuck you, you're out of control.
Yeah, like, because Catra was so, she's so nearsighted.
Yeah.
She's, like, got that tunnel vision going on that she didn't realize that you're a bad friend was, like, that was the limit. That was her goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, aside from a note.
Yeah. The same when freaking, like I said, episode 1, when Adora was just like, let's leave the Horde. And she was just like, no. And she's like, okay, well, fuck you then. Or like when she was like, I'm done with you at the end.
dude,
Season
like,
3 finale, when
yeah,
she tried to
season
destroy
3.
the world, and she was just like, give her that look like, fucking, I'll kill you.
Yeah, Dora, look what all you did. No, look what you did. I'm just like, yeah, you know what? You tell it how it is, Dora. You tell it how it is.
It's like, I didn't flip the switch, you did.
Yeah, it's so fantastic.
We told you what would happen, you still went on and did it.
Oh, God.
yeah.
But this is, again, such a... That's why the whole bad team at the beginning when they were all together was so... There's such great, compelling characters. Scorpia finally getting a good resolution to her life for once. People loving her and appreciating her. Even like just Frosta being a fangirl of hers was such an adorable little take.
Yes.
That was a good
Yeah,
little thing.
dude, I mean, we get it. She's the super mature child because, she's a princess and
Yeah.
she has to have all that responsibility. But it's good to see her as a child.
Those moments where she's allowed to peek through and be an over-enthusiastic.
Well, it's not even just that. She doesn't even have any
Hyperactive
siblings.
tomboy.
She has no siblings,
Yeah.
so she's probably seeing all these older princesses as, like, sisters.
Yeah, it's a great idea
Yeah,
for her.
right. And just the fact that you can actually see her come out of her shell and actually be, a younger sibling to all of the... I'm just like, good, Frosta. That this is amazing. I like seeing this side of you.
This is better than what you were in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that unless
We don't talk.
have to.
It's like Bruno. We don't talk about it.
Oh, God. Every episode...
Someone had to.
I know, yeah.
Someone
Disney,
had to.
every episode we brought
But
up
I
Disney
want to
stuff.
talk about him.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Right.
I want to talk about the rat uncle.
Yeah.
The rat uncle. Hey, can we talk about the capybara though?
Not enough screen time.
Coconut doggo. But yeah, now we get to some of the good stuff.
Ooh.
We get to episode 11, hazardous materials disposal. It's like,
Yeah, that's what it's called. And
Thank
then moving
you,
on, the
thank
episode
you.
opens with...
yeah, thank you for actually not saying anything.
yeah,
Someone had to
exactly.
do something. But episode 11, Beast Island. And where we start off is, well,
On the ship.
on the ship.
Swiftwind hears a weird noise, and it's like, oh, don't you guys hear that? What is that weird? He's
A weird, like, high-pitched noise.
Yeah, and the ship falls out of the sky.
Yep. And of course, Swiftwind is like, do you guys hear that? And Adora and Bo are like, hear what?
Yeah, they finally land
You guys
on...
aren't neurodivergent.
I know. They're too normal. They're too... yeah.
Yeah.
You don't hear the
You
high-pitched squeals.
neurotypicals.
How typical of the neurotypical.
Yep,
Yep,
they,
but then the
they
ship
crash
falls.
on Beast Island. Everybody kind of wanders out of the ship. Swiftwind continues to hear a very weird noise, and it's really stressing him out.
And I like the design of Beast Island because, yeah, it's a hazardous material dump or whatever the thing said, or whatever I said like about 5 minutes ago.
So-
But it's it looks really good. It's like a combination of like old machinery with like nature. It kind of reminded me slightly of some of the
so an abandoned amusement park.
it kind of reminded me slightly
Kinda.
about some Miyazaki films where like they do like the whole combination like the ancient ruins with nature kind of
Castle in
thing.
the Sky.
That's it. Actually, thank you. I had one in mind. That's
Also,
the one. Yes.
Nausicaa.
Nausicaa's a good
I
one
was
too.
also thinking
Yes.
of Avatar with the weird bioluminescent plants. and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Oh, you mean the blue people one?
Yeah, the blue people one.
Yeah.
I
The
think
German one.
the
No,
aesthetics,
you're right.
the aesthetics of that film were top notch.
Of
Yes,
course.
they
The
were.
artists went underappreciated for mediocre writing.
Yeah, it was,
They really did. Yeah.
But before we even go on a tangent, did you guys see the second one yet?
No.
Anybody?
No.
No,
I don't plan on it.
Apparently, it's like
Really?
It's
There are
absolutely gorgeous.
Some people are saying that it's good to watch just for the visuals, and some people are saying that the story's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, like the visuals. Once again, I love the design of the water Navi is really really cool. I absolutely love it. They look absolutely amazing.
Like,
Yeah.
And the actual
I
creatures are
almost
really
just
fantastic.
want to see it to support
I-
the
I-
artists who fucking made it.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. Well,
James Cameron.
James
That's the guy who
Cameron
did it.
Yeah.
Okay, because I knew it was like the one guy. Because every time his movie does not hit number one of all movie of all time, he's got to make another one so that he can get that spot again.
Yeah,
that's the joke that everyone uses.
It's absolutely beautiful, and I think I saw more than once just for the visuals of it. But it wasn't the story was about as whatever as the first one.
I razz Avatar a lot, but say what you will, I do. Like everyone else, I do have to agree. The visuals,
it's beautiful.
on
Second
point.
One's way more beautiful.
It's also just the concept of the movie that's like, that's pretty interesting.
Like the
It's
planet
just-
itself is interesting. The race.
The planet is interesting. How like these group of people made a body just for like someone else to like inhabit was interesting.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the concepts like individually were pretty good. It's just when you kind of shoved it all together.
They shoved it all
Story
together,
was
and then
very
they did like a
underwhelming.
mediocre
Conceptually,
white
different
savior.
topics were very good. Then you put it all on the same paper.
Then you like just took it all and made it onto one layer.
And then you played the magic card,
You
polymerization.
did the color art on the wrong layer.
You did the color.
Oh
on the
shit!
wrong layer.
Oh no!
You put the lime not in the
Oh
coconut.
god, shut up, Ben.
Hey,
Back on
speaking
topic.
of,
Yeah, throw that
speaking
pen at him.
speaking of which, yeah, we
But they do.
find out they
Speaking
do
of really
fight.
cool designed creatures in this crazy bioluminescent
Hell
cyber
yeah!
forest,
Yes.
where you see these weird little pill bug monsters that
love
are
them.
the little
Yeah,
weasel-looking
dude,
robots.
they're so yeah. You see a whole bunch of like actual bug-like creatures.
Yeah, like weird little weasel
And-
monsters.
A
love bugs.
weird hooded man.
Well, no, they try to defeat them, but
Da-da-da.
she's unable to transform into She-Ra.
Right, for some reason, she can't go into She-Ra mode. And then, as she's like, oh no, the odds are against us. Deus Ex Machina, random man in a
Yeah.
hood.
He comes
who
out
can
with
do...
some crazy cool magic. Finally,
Yep.
a real
Whatcha?
competent, good guy magic user.
But wait a minute. What does the magic look like? Well, I'll tell you, listener. It looks just like what Shadow Weaver is teaching Glimmer.
Yeah.
Only it's purple.
What a coincidence. Speaking of Glimmer, well, actually, I've revealed it's King Micah who's
Yeah,
the
King
mysterious
Micah.
sorcerer.
Yeah, remember in the season finale of 3 when
was like,
Micah
"Wait, I'm not dead."
no, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. Well, here it comes, full circle. He is alive and on Beast Island.
Beast Island.
Back to
And,
Glimmer.
Yep, Glimmer is trying to get into the Crystal Castle, the crazy big giant contraption where Light Hope is, but she's unable to get in because she doesn't have She-Ra with her. And she's
Yeah,
like, "Come on,
doesn't
open
have
up."
She-Ra. Come on, open up. Please
Yeah.
do the thing. And somehow I forget how she actually.
She,
did it.
I think she says like I want to She-Ra's not here, but I want to do the Heart of Etheria project, and then she's like, okay,
Oh
open up.
no, that's right. She's like, I need to talk to Light Hope, and like, there's nothing. And it's just like, okay, fine. You don't want to talk to me? I'll make you talk to me.
Yeah.
It's like intruder alert.
Yeah, and a bunch of those crazy cyber spiders from that cool episode with Catra and her pop back.
And then, oh lordy Lou, we go back to Beast Island. Micah. I fucking love Micah in this
Yeah.
episode.
Man, I can't believe it. You guys, stuff's so crazy outside. What's it
Who are
like?
you? Who are you? Are you real? Starts touching Bo's face immediately. And Bo's like, what is happening? Please no touchy touch.
Yeah, he's just like, man, I can't believe it. I can't wait to get out of here, see my little baby.
My
Glimmer.
little baby girl, and meet my wife. Oh.
Yeah, everyone's like, yeah, okay. Come on, we gotta go. And he kind of just flee through some cool, more cyber forest monsters.
And as we're doing this, like every once in a while, you'll see a bug, and he'll be like, "Ha, kill it!" Oh wait, where are my manners? Bug?
They're just like,
And they're like, "No, thank you." Eats bug, whatever. Just eats it like a madman.
Yeah, Swiftwind continues to hear the crazy noise, and, just
And
like,
Micah actually mentions. Actually, before Swiftwood says it again, Micah goes, it's back. And Swiftwood's like, wait, you hear it too? He's like, oh, you can hear it too.
oh no, he's like, oh wait, horses can talk.
Yes, we have the you're a horse. You have wings and you can talk. And Swiftman's like, well, yeah, this is Glimmer's dad, all right. But yeah, and they have that thing in common about the weird
signal,
noise.
yeah.
And as they hear the signal, he's like, wait, you can hear it too? And Swiftman's like, yeah, okay, we gotta hurry. We gotta get going now.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys can hear it? Why can't Bo and I hear it? Don't worry. If you can't hear it now, you will soon enough.
You will eventually.
Ominous.
And they finally say it is some sort of first one's tech that degrades your resolve. Kind of induces depression, weirdly. It's like a weird thing. Yeah, they continue to go to the center of the building. Yeah, where it is strongest. They see they need to go to the signal because that could be where Entrapta is for all they know.
Yep, but then they get attacked by what was it? What were the little things called?
I don't think
No, they say he says them by name. It starts with a P.
Pukas.
Yeah, I think it was like Puka or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, it's the Pukas. Wait,
Yeah, like,
the
they
what?
sound adorable.
They sound adorable. Trust me, they hunt in. They don't. They're not adorable. They hunt in packs, and they're hunting us. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, but then this is when finally Adora starts beginning to feel the signal kind of like draining her a little bit.
A little bit.
And this
But
is
we
why she
also
was unable to transform into She.
we also cut back at one point to Glimmer actually destroying all the bug things, and Light Hope is like, we'll give you administrative.
She says, finally, I'm here for the Harvard Theory project this time. And
Yeah.
now it activates for her.
And Light Hope is like, oh, I think Adora may be compromised because she hasn't done anything. But you, on the other hand, you seem like you are perfect for this job. So does she actually explain what she needs to do?
She doesn't explain anything, kind of cuts away to back.
Yeah,
to
okay,
the
it does cut back. And of course,
they're running for the
Adora
Pukas,
and Bo
yeah.
actually hear the noise, and they start getting, like, wrapped around in vines, and, like, Swiftwind is like, it's hopeless.
Yeah, they're saying, man, I wish Glimmer was here. She could teleport aside. It's like, what? She's a little baby child. How could she teleport? That doesn't make any sense. And they're like, okay.
Yeah, we can get back. Glimmer can be queen. And
he's like, how long have I been gone? No, he says the guy. She said like she can fight. She's on the field all the time. You're like, what? How old is it? How long have I been gone?
How long have I been gone? What year is it? But yeah, they all start getting a little down, and Micah's like, okay, Adora, I need the truth now. What's going on, kind of thing. And as they're still getting wrapped around and stuff like that.
As the signal's continuing to drain them and everything like that.
Yep, and of course, they do the take my hand thing, and Adora talks about how we're gonna get you out of here, and that way you can see Glimmer and how good of a queen she is. And he's like, wait a minute, if Glimmer's queen, that means, and then the depression hits him like a bunch of vines wrapped around you, sapping your energy.
Yeah.
Wait.
And Bo and Adora are all completely getting drained by this crazy sadness, and she drops the sword. She's unable to do anything. They're all being weakened,
and she gets flashes about everything that happened in the past, starting with Angela's take care of them.
Yeah.
Gets flashes about things that are happening,
and she finally just gets her resolve back, grabs the sword, and transforms into She-Ra and blasts all the vines away.
Yep. And then, as she blasts all the vines away, someone else appears.
Yeah, a giant, crazy, weird robot that looks like...
four-legged, purple-eyed thing.
Yeah, some kind of crazy mech robot thing shows up. And it's revealed that Entrapta's inside.
Yep, Entrapta's
I'm here to save you guys.
I saved you guys!
She's like,
oh, no, it wasn't, I'm here to save you. It was, look, I saved you guys! And they're all like, Entrapta? Holy crap.
Yeah, and they say, oh my god. It's like, wait, we're here to save you. It's like, well, no, you didn't do a very good job.
Well, you suck.
Yeah. Well, you sucked at it.
You suck, but I'm pleased you tried.
Even She-Ra's just like, yeah, you're right. That was a little odd, but...
Yeah.
And then, of course, we go back to the
Crystal Cave.
It's like, hey, you should come with me. And they start going deeper into the Beast Island. Back to Glimmer, we learn a little bit more about the Heart of Etheria project, and not only is She-Ra supposed to be the key, but it has to do with linking up all of the runestones together. But there's one that's not linked to its princess.
Yep, the one located in the Fright Zone.
Yep, and you see little computer images of it, and Glimmer doesn't even have to know what it is. She just looks at it and she goes, "Oh, the Black Garnet."
Yeah, of course. And then she does realize, oh, that's Scorpius, isn't it? And then that is the end of the episode.
No.
Woo. Yeah.
There's a lot more, dude.
At the end of this episode? Yeah, she realizes it's Scorpius, and that's it.
They get done with Beast Island.
Did they leave? No, not yet. That's the next episode.
No, I don't think it is.
Yeah. Check your notes.
All right, check your notes. Check your
Yep,
notes.
I'm double checking my notes. Hold on a second. Hey, Tara, Kaylee, fill in the dead space.
Well, anyway, that's the end of the episode.
Dead Space.
Dead Space. It's a good video
Check it out, check out
game.
the remake. Available now.
Don't watch The Room.
Please stand by. We have to step away.
No, yeah, they didn't resolve Beast
No,
Island
you're
until
right.
the
You're
second
right.
episode.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
right.
So that's the
Sorry,
end
my
of the
notes are a
episode.
little jumbled
Yeah, that's the
because
end
I'm
of the
using my
episode.
phone for like the first time in a long time for my notes. So yeah, episode does end with
Yep.
that stuff.
So yeah, the reveal of Micah. Finally have a powerful sorcerer that's on the good guy team that's actually helping, and unlike Shadow Weaver,
Oh,
just
fucking
fucking things
Micah,
up.
man.
Scorpio once again is plot relevant, which is always fun. The Beast Island depression vines. You said you wanted to talk about that.
Oh yeah, you know the first thing I remembered was any of you who have watched old '80s movies or '90s or like early my '90s movies, Swamp of
That-
Despair
yeah.
from
Yeah.
Neverending Story.
Yeah.
That's the first
Has
thing
to
I
be
could
direct
think
reference
of.
to it, I'm sure.
And
Was that I barely remember that movie. All I remember is the horse sinking in that swamp. But does
Yeah,
it,
Artax.
does it actually make you sad? I can't remember if that was the case or not.
it's if you like
It
if
didn't
you're,
really
you're in like
sad.
constant
Generally
you're in
depressing.
constant quicksand where it like a sort of swamp where you start like doubting yourself and you start like
Yeah.
you start sinking.
Yeah, then it was.
And of course, the main character doesn't start sinking. The fucking horse does, which tells you, all of you people who don't believe that animals have souls, fuck you, they have souls. The horse died.
Yeah, it's a very awful. I remember that. That's like the one thing. That and the weird rock biter guy.
Yeah.
You know,
The one-
as a
oh.
kid, that scene didn't make me as sad as it was supposed to because I spent time around horses thanks to going to
Thanks to
church
horse camp.
Horse
literal horse camp at times, and the horse's body language was like relatively chill. He was not.
Yeah, that's like whenever you see like a dog in a movie that's supposed to be like dying,
Yeah.
or sick, and they're like tails wagging back and forth. They're having the time of their life. The trainer's off screen going. You're like, hey,
Yeah.
be sad, be sad. He's like, hey, I'm happy. It's like,
It's like, could you
Oh my god, attention
And I was like,
Yeah.
that horse is fine. He's not happy about being in the
Fun
mud.
fact.
He's okay.
He's not
Fun
really
fact,
distressed.
some I forget which movie, but it had 3 very vicious dogs in it, and one of them had to have their tail CGI because they just wouldn't stop being so happy.
I knew that. What was that movie? That does sound familiar.
Forget.
I
But
forgot what it
like
was,
they
yeah.
had to CGI out the tails because all the dogs were just so happy
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
there. They were wolf dogs. That was it. They were wolf dogs. And they're just like, we're just so happy to be here. And they're like, we need
We
you
get
to be
food.
vicious. And they're just like,
I am
Did I
so
do good?
vicious. Growling
I can
with
be
their
vicious.
tail.
I can be vicious. I can be. Did I do good?
Yeah, they're so adorable.
You haven't even
they
started
did
yet.
like a few vicious things, and you're like, did I do it?
Did I do it?
I loved Beast Island's design. It was
Oh,
it was
absolutely.
appropriately very depressing. The
was-
episode was so cool and draining.
But you know what the best part about this episode was?
What?
My girl's back.
Oh yeah,
Trapta,
yeah.
you know,
Who's
best
Scorpion?
princess
Nah.
number 1.
Whatever, it's for you.
Hey, look, just because I have the finer taste.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, you know what we forgot to mention? We forgot to mention that Micah had rations, but someone kept stealing them. Only the little ones for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And then everyone's just like, yeah, that's Entrapta, alright?
She's definitely here.
Hey, at least, hey, let's be real. If you get yourself a girl like Entrapta, you won't have to worry about food costs because you have to make everything really tiny.
Yeah, it's she's also. By the way, that does come back a couple more times in the next season too. Oh god, it's so funny.
Oh yes, but either way, it was such a good design. It was such a good concept. Micah's introduction was spot on because it was, I've been living on this island for many, many years. I might be a little daft, but I've been literally surviving on my own for years now.
Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, that was a fun little episode. Reintroducing Micah, he's a really cool, long ass beard, crazy old wizard looking cool dude.
Weird, quirky wizard sorcerer man.
Yeah, he's fucking fantastic.
All in all, queered.
Queer.
Yeah.
Nah, unfortunately, he's not queer because he had a wife and a kid.
Hey, still could
he
be.
could be bi.
Yeah, everyone's buying this fucking show
Hey,
until proven otherwise.
Hey, Tara, it's like that song you played for me one time. He could get by. One time when we were like first friends, she played me a song, and it's literally called "I Get By."
Yes.
I'm getting by. That were like I'm getting by. I'm just like,
I can't remember the specifics.
oh my
but
god.
yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, because she played, and you could tell like it's like the undertone thing. I'm just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Of
I love
course.
this.
But all right, ready for episode 12?
Are you?
Are you?
Yeah. You know why?
Yeah.
it's like episode 12. It has something to do with like fate or destiny.
Part one.
Part 1. Well, we start off with Scorpia and Emily out in like the open
just chilling
garden
out.
thing, and Emily's rolling around in the dirt in the grass like kind of like a dog,
Yeah,
but
just
she
being
isn't.
silly.
And Scorpia is like, wait, it sees Shadow Weaver working on her garden.
Yeah, she's like, what the hell?
Wait, what? They just let you roam around? Yes, and can you please tell your robot to not be in my garden?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I mean, it's kind of amazing, did they treat this to all their prisoners? Is this even a prison? It wasn't until now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Shadow Weaver, shut the hell up.
But I still love that even Shadow Weaver doesn't get to Scorpia's fucking amazing
Yeah,
self.
just like please, stop. Scorpia, stop, please. Please
Yeah,
stop.
it's very funny. Glimmer does show up and she's just saying, hey, you need to reconnect to the Black Garnet. And isn't Shadow Weaver...
Shadow Weaver's like, wait. What did you just say? Yeah, we need to get her, points at Scorpia, to here, points at Fright Zone, so that she can reconnect to this, the Black Garnet, the one thing that, Shadow Weaver has been drawing power from.
Yeah.
And Shadow Weaver's like, okay, no.
No.
We need to stop. We need to plan this out. And you, shut up.
Yeah, fine,
Me,
yeah.
Queen, you...
She found the worst idea, the worst thing to follow, Light Hope. So she's giving him worse advice.
Yeah, actually, we'll get to that after this season.
Yeah.
One of the season things. But anyway, Glimmer's just like, all right, where's Scorpia? Because Scorpia leaves. I think it's like, I need to talk to Scorpia. I have a plan. Do you though? Do you have a plan? Yes, I do. Shut up, Shadow Weaver.
Yeah, and she sent the other princesses to prepare for the ambush. And
yeah, right.
we don't
And
know the plan yet.
and then Shadow Weaver crosses the line. What would your mother say? You don't get to talk about Mom that way.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh. Meanwhile, back on Beast Island,
Yep,
when Entrapta takes
Otherwise, she'd be very disappointed in you.
Yeah, she'd be very upset with your insane actions.
what would your mother
Glimmer.
say? I'm disappointed in you. Glimmer, go to your room.
Yeah.
Basically.
Just insert any line that Angela,
Angela.
yeah, and Angela would say to Glimmer in season 1.
Yeah.
Just like take that and just
Just insert here.
Yeah.
put it
back-
over the whole season.
Of course.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Back at Beast Island,
Yeah,
Entrapta takes them to what looks like a
They're
first
all
one
creepy inside of a
shrine.
robot. They're like kind of like all like,
You're
so what are you
right.
guys doing here? You guys came to save me, but I saved you. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
it's
say
like,
we need to stop Hordak, and then I have to mention a Hordak. She gets upset.
she just
Puts a
puts on her
mask
mask, like, hiding her emotions and stuff. I'm like,
Baby.
"Aw, honey."
I know, you'll be with your husband soon.
Yeah, exactly. Entrapta mentions like, the Heart of Etheria project where you need to line up all the crystals. They're like, whoa, how do you know that already?
And she's like, yeah, from here. Takes them to like an old first one's shrine, and it's like, look, this has all of the information. Yeah, so all you have to do is like realign all of the runestones. I almost called them gemstones.
Yeah.
Runestones, and
crystal gems.
and then all of this power will go straight to you. Points at Adora, and Adora's like, wait. So if it all comes to me, I can have a choice. I'm not going to. She's like, and Trap's just like, what are you talking
They don't go
about?
to
You're a
rooms.
part of this.
Yeah.
You're the key. You don't get a choice.
Yeah, they don't go to before that, we cut to the Fright Zone with Catra still lashing out at Lonnie, Rogelio, and Kyle again. Them saying, man, fuck this, and they're getting ready to go.
And then this is when Catra started trying to get
yeah.
buddy, and then one of them because
Lonnie she kind of like grabs Lonnie about this, and then Kyle kind of like shoves her away. Trying to
well, yeah,
split them
it's
up.
kind of like, dude, stop. What the hell is wrong with you? We used to be friends.
Yeah,
and
we
of
always
course,
be
Catra's
friends.
just like,
What's wrong with
get
you?
out of
Like,
here.
yeah, and they're kind of like, man, fuck this, and they leave.
Fuck this shit.
And then she finally meets Double Trouble again. Yay, Double Trouble, my only friend.
Hey, oh, Double Trouble. What the? What took you so long? Oh, I got held up in Bright Moon.
I escaped
also,
though, so don't worry. They're completely undefended, so it's completely abandoned.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about that. When Glimmer's trying to talk, and like to Scorpia, and it's like blah blah blah. Interrupt. Does anyone else want to interrupt me? I'm sorry, my queen, but Double Trouble escaped.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's just everything piling on. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's just Double Trouble's like,
says that
by the way,
Bright Moon is undefended, and She-Ra is also gone. It's perfect time to attack.
Princesses are gone. Princesses are in disarray. She-Ra's not there. Bright Moon is, and Catra's like totally defenseless. Bingo.
Yeah. We finally see that they're preparing to leave. And Bright Moon, we see Shadow Weaver's kind of like, Glimmer, come on, you can't be doing this. And this one she mentions Angela being upset with what she's doing, and Glimmer's just like, shut up, you don't let your daughter.
Yeah, shut the hell up. And then she starts like going towards where Scorpia is.
Yeah, but then and then we cut back to the Beast Island. There's the explanation that the runestones are all connected, and the sword is actually used to control She-Ra and control the runestones, and that's how they're going to activate the heart of Etheria.
But good news, they everyone notices that one of them's not connected yet.
Yeah,
and they also know about the Black Garnet.
Yep, and they say, okay, so that's Scorpia. They all also introduce, that's Scorpius. Like, immediately. Because
apparently everyone knows
Catra, everyone knows Force Captain and Orientation, even the Bright Moon people, except for Catra, who didn't show up. So...
man, I really should have went to a Force Captain orientation.
Adore was a Force Captain for like a day, and then left.
And knows this stuff. But then it's just like, even Scorpia's like, didn't you learn this in Force Captain orientation?
Yeah.
And Catra's just like, man, I really should have gone to orientation.
But the orientation's where you learn everything.
Yeah, and they say, we gotta get back to Bright Moon.
And then they get attacked.
Yeah,
by creatures.
Yeah, let's see. Glimmer and Scorpia are chilling out. She's still trying to boost her confidence about connecting to the Black Garnet.
Oh yeah, because she goes to talk to Scorpia, and Scorpia's like literally semi-hiding under her pillow fort. Like, I don't want to go.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I'm not worthy. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, she has like the self-doubt, about, I don't think the Runestone would like me. I'm not really a princess. And Glimmer's like, look, you are a princess. I'm a princess, and I believe in you. And Scorpia, being Scorpia, gives Glimmer a big ol' hug.
Yeah.
And is like, oh, I'm sorry, that was probably, looks down, Glimmer's actually hugging her still, and it's still going on. Oh, okay. Like, not used to, because, used to Catra being like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, and you're still hugging me. Oh. Like, shit, okay.
Yeah, I love it. Scorpia's so fucking kind.
And then...
the Beast Island crew is attacked by some more pukas, and they make a big giant force field.
A giant
snake monster.
Happy snake thing that opens up its face and becomes actually terrifying. Because if anything's cute, it's terrifying.
Yeah, they keep getting... the shield that Micah put up keeps getting pounded by the crazy giant snake monster.
And Entraptus starts getting wrapped up in the vines because, why does it matter? I have all the information I need here.
Yeah, I'm perfectly happy here.
I'm perfectly happy. And besides, why does it matter? I mean, you guys are probably going to ditch me anyway. And Bo, being Bo, gives that heartfelt, weird...
No, you got to believe in your friends. You can't be held behind. And she's kind of like, I don't want to be... I don't want to... It's too sad out there.
She kind of like snaps back to reality a little bit.
Yeah.
But then She-Ra is like,
we don't have time for this. We have a spaceship. Let's go.
We have a spaceship. You have a spaceship? Bo, wait, did any of that stuff I said about friendship sink in? Nope. It was mainly the spaceship. But hey, thanks for at least,
Bo, sweetheart, if you want to get to the geek, you gotta say, first one's dead.
Yeah, first one's dead.
Hey, you just, oh no. I'll get back to that after the end of this episode. You reminded me of something crazy.
But the Beast Island crew does fly back to Bright Moon. Just literally, they land as Glimmer and Scorpio are teleporting to the fright zone. So she just misses Micah by a second.
And it's just like they walk into the third. Glimmer, are you? And Shadow Weaver is like slumped on and like kind of depressed a little bit, and she's like, nope, Glimmer's gone. She went to the fright zone to reconnect the Black Garnet.
Oh my god, it's Micah!
Wait, Micah? You? Yeah. Micah's like, I immediately attack, and Shadow Weaver's just like, that. Wait.
Like, Micah. She's like, I love she completely deflects his magic. She's like, oh my god, I can't believe you're here. I love her awful relationship with Micah, that she has the same one that she has with Adora, who's like, she's exclusively supportive but still bad. It's so fucking...
It's like, I love you so much, I fucking hurt you.
So narcissistic parent,
Yeah, seriously, yeah. It's like, wait, so, and then she's like, just so you know, it's gonna be kind of crazy. Meanwhile, we go back to where Hordak is.
This is one of the best scenes. This is one of the first best scenes.
It's just like... oh no! You see She-Ra just like Hordak is like got a big old arm cannon. Is like pointing it around, points it at She-Ra. Oh no! You killed me! Turns into double trouble and is like, I know. No one's allowed to be in your deep sanctum except for Entrapta, of course.
Yeah.
Hordak is pissed off at this. Whoa, chill out.
Yeah.
I mean, by the way, kudos for the whole act thing. Having Catra, like, pretend that she's in charge while you actually are in control and everything. Like, literally spills all of the beans about Catra.
Yeah, you know, she knocked out and trapped and sent her to Beast Island. She didn't really betray you. Of course, you knew that, right?
Yeah, you knew that. I mean,
Yeah, she still cares about you.
Don't tell me, wait. Don't tell me that, you know, you obviously, for a moment, it seemed like you actually believed Catra, but no. Catra's a horrible actress, and you already knew about this. Top for now, and yeah, it's just like my friend Double Trouble, just looking at the pot, putting a spoon in there, and whisking vigorously.
It's not even a fucking spoon. It's a giant wooden spoon. It was cranks it.
Crank out that drama written on it, just stirring that shit up.
Road to El Dorado.
Yeah.
Miguel, how he has that intense look while he plays. It's just that intense look as Double Trouble is like vigorously stirring the pot.
And then takes out one little potion bottle that says Entrapta on it and
just
pours it in.
Yeah, just takes out a potion that literally has the second part of Double's name. It just drops it in. Like, Hordak, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Then leans over, picks up a giant freaking bucket, and it's just like...
it like skips frames where it's like, first it's this, and then just like skips frames to dump.
Jump.
Yeah, and they completely fuck up. Hordak just completely destroys his lab in anger, and it kind of waits in his lab for Catra.
And of course, you also see like Double sitting like watching everyone go by as all the Horde is leaving for Bright Moon, and it's just like, ugh. That was too easy. Hits a thing and you just see like a little, like a chibi little like Double Trouble, like, yeah, like everything's good to go.
You're all good. And that is the end of the episode. So fucking good.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. Double Trouble.
Double Trouble is the
It
best.
steals, as Double Trouble is wont to do.
Yeah.
Double Trouble steals the fucking spotlight.
Every single
Always.
scene that
Every
they were in,
fucking
they really
time.
went above and beyond writing for them. They are like the best character ever.
They really are. Like,
we need
More
to get,
shows with more androgynous chaos.
seriously.
It's like we need to get a college actor, like who wants to be a college actor,
Theater major.
Yeah.
theater major, and then just take the drama and go.
Yeah, exactly.
Knock
It's
out the
like,
window.
hey, here's the dial. It goes up to 11 technically.
It goes up to like 10 and a half.
Yeah.
What are you doing with
and Double Trouble, the actor or actress,
The actor.
actor,
Actor's
yeah.
a gender neutral term. You can
actor,
person
just
actor.
like puts hand on crank. Okay, turns it so much in one fell like click that it just breaks the knob.
Yeah, I love
takes
Double
the
Trouble
knob and
video.
just chucks it out.
It's like Always Sunny. Puts the
The
plate
wild
of
card.
eggs.
I was gonna say the wild card. We jump out of the van. Like I cut the
Oh,
brakes.
no.
Wild card.
I was gonna be like, puts the plate of food in front. Guy picks up the plate of food, chucks it to the side.
That's the joy of a chaotic neutral character. Like
That's how you
Double Trouble.
play. That's how you play
that's how
chaotic
I,
neutral.
That's how I play my character.
No, you don't.
Oh, absolutely.
You are chaotic evil.
No, really. I'm not gonna
It
get into
depends
specifics.
on the character.
Yeah.
He
also,
has
I'll still.
done more. He has done other types of chaos.
Yeah. But no, Double Trouble is a fantastically amazing character, and I
Well
wish that
constructed, too.
I wish they spent more time in this show. But all their screen time is amazing. Every single scene that they're in for the next, especially the next one, is completely just fantastic.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, obviously, we're gonna get into that, but
yeah, the plan, the crazy Glimmer actually being effective later and double crossing everybody with the help of Double Trouble. It's just like, but also like her being terrible and manipulating poor Scorpia for her own ends is also not great.
yeah.
But that just goes into how fucked up Glimmer has been this whole season. Not fucked up like badly written, but fucked up as in she's just doing bad, but it's completely.
Oh, yeah. She's being.
She justifies it as being like, well, it's for the good of my kingdom, or it's for the good of like this place, and it's like, no, it's not.
Dude, I mean, if you have your best friend who knows the person you're listening to and says, dude, why are you listening to Shadow Weaver? That should have been an immediate red flag. But apparently it was like off orange, maybe yellow.
Yeah, no one's paying attention
It
because
was like a
Glimmer's out of
cool
control.
yellow.
Yeah.
It's like, are you just jealous that she likes me more? It's like, no, bitch, I'm not jealous.
No.
I'm concerned.
No, jealous? No, look, having her be your mentor, having her be a mentor to everyone is something I would not even wish on my enemies.
Literally, yeah, I wanted to save Catra from her.
Well, no, I said enemies.
Oh,
Like, even Hordak. I wouldn't want Hordak to fall into this. Yeah, and I hate the guy.
Yeah, it's that's why Shadow. Everyone's so compelling in the show. God damn it. We spent all first season talking about how every character is amazing. I'm here season 4, still saying every character is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's true. Even the side characters.
Kudos to the writers.
Exactly, all of the writers, every single one.
Are you ready to wrap this mess up?
No, but we're gonna have to do it anyway because now it's time for the season finale of season 4, episode 13, Destiny Part 2.
Now, it opens up with them still in Bright Moon. Micah's going to stay behind in Bright Moon while Swiftwind and Bo are going to go try to stop Scorpia and Glimmer in the Fright Zone.
With Entrapta.
With Entrapta.
Yeah, it's Bo, Entrapta, and Swiftwind are going to go to the Fright Zone and stop the Glimmer and Scorpia from doing that.
And Adora's going to try to stop Lighthope from the Heart of Etheria.
Yep, and of course, it's just like, you could have went to see your daughter, right? He's like, I know, but
I need to stay here.
Yeah, I gotta stay here.
Because I know shit's about to go down here. So.
Some shit's gonna get fucked.
Yeah, we cut to Scorpia and Glimmer walking into the Fright Zone. I know this was in the back of my hand as she goes into the door.
I'm really good at sneaking. Start sneaking. Hits a button. Lonnie, Rogelio, and Kyle immediately there. What are you doing, guys? I know it's bad, but we can't let Catra know that we're here. And Lonnie, they all three look at each other, and Lonnie's like, dude, we're done defending
We're literally on our way.
Catra.
We're leaving right now. We're leaving the Horde for good.
Yeah,
so Catra's out of control.
You points at Glimmer. You take care of Scorpia, okay? Oh, guys! Big ol' hug to all three of them, because Scorpia.
And they say, hey, we're going to miss you, Scorpia. They give her a little fist bump as they all head out to leave.
Yep, and they all leave.
Yep, and meanwhile, Catra and Hordak are finally just fucking throwing down.
Catra, hey, you wanted to see me? Oh, hi, you.
Yeah.
And then, of course, pew pew laser gun, Catra dodging.
Yeah, crazy cool fight. It's like, what the hell are you talking about? It's like, you betrayed me, you lied about Entrapta. And she's just like, well, you know what? You're a fucking loser, Hordak. You're a fucking defective clone. Your dad doesn't love you. And if you cared, you would have saved you already.
Your brother.
Yeah, your brother doesn't love you.
Your brother doesn't love you. Big brother doesn't love you.
Yeah, you're a worthless failure, and the only reason you're winning is because of me. And she's just completely dodging, beating the shit out of him. And he's just like, I'll kill you. And she literally knocks his gun out of the way, grabs his chest, and slashes the shit out of him.
And then we also cut to actual Adora going to where Lighthope is, and Lighthope is like, "Oh, good, it's almost time, and you're here." And also, it's like Lighthope, you don't have to do this. You can stop. And every time she mentions Mara, Lighthope just kind of flickers like Mara. No, she was compromised.
Yeah. We cut to the Black Garnet chamber. Scorpia and Glimmer are in there again as they hear the place shaking from Hordak's freak out. They're kind of they're kind of like, okay, we need to reconnect. Scorpia's still hesitant to touch the Black Garnet because she's not sure she can't handle it.
And of course, Glimmer's like, hand on shoulder, you got this. And of course, actually touches, and we get the coolest fucking power ever. Entrapta, I love you to death, but this power right here is the coolest fucking thing ever. Okay, look, you know, Senator Palpatine, Darth Sidious, blue lightning fingertips. You have literally the hero titled in DC, Black Lightning.
Yeah, Black Lightning.
Yeah, well, get that fucking shit out of the way because it is Crimson Lightning time.
Yeah, fucking weird plasma red laser ass lightning from Oliver Claus shooting out awesome laser. I fucking love it.
It's so good. And then Lighthope is like, oh good. The connection is complete. Now we can proceed.
Yep, and immediately locks Dora in this crazy weird light prism. As we see all the
princesses are getting a power.
We see them. We see that the forces at Bright Moon were all anticipating the attack, and they're all completely ready to take out the entirety of the Horde army at this time.
Yep, but then all of them get literal power boosts. You see Mermista yeah, I'm doing my normal shit. You see literally almost a Super Saiyan blue kind of thing going around her, and literal hearts in Seahawk's eyes.
Yeah.
and she's like, she went from I'm kicking ass to I am devastating everyone.
Yeah, huge,
and all the princesses are like, yeah, power boost, let's go.
Perfuma's growing entire giant trees and destroying the army. Frost is shooting huge amounts of ice and just completely free. Everybody's busting everybody's ass.
You even see in the Horde place, you see the two betrayers of Huntara. like, just working on robots. Scorpia just walks in, they're both like, rah! Scorpia zaps lightning at one of the guys, literally flings him from halfway across the room straight to a wall, and she's, like, glowy red eyes and everything. She's like, wow, that packs a punch. Oh, sorry over there. Weird goat lady's just like, drops what she's doing, runs the fuck, screaming.
Yeah, and he calls more robots, and they're just complete. She starts devastating all the robots.
Devastating everything, with Glimmer's help, of course.
Yes, but this is when we get the scene of the whole season.
Yes, because, Hordak is, fighting Catra. They are
no, she's already defeated him.
Well,
right now, she's enjoying her victory when she hears
Adora's
voice.
Hey, Catra.
Yeah.
And it's just Adora, and she's like, no, do not take this from me. And, I love this scene so much. It's so chillingly good. And all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, why would I want to spoil all the fun, kitten?
Yeah.
Like, wait. What are you doing?
Yeah, Double Trouble, what are you doing
and literally, Double Trouble reveals everything.
Yeah, I made a deal with them. They paid me better. So.
Oh no! It wasn't even pain.
Yeah,
it was. Hey, this happened. All this. I planned a lot of this when I was in Bright Moon, and you should have known this was gonna happen because I told you before. I side with the winning side.
Yeah.
Like, saying, like, yes, he said for a price, or they said for a price, but in this case, it was just like, dude, they have a secret weapon that even you guys don't know about. I'm just going to side with them because they're winning.
Yeah.
Just totally 180ing Catra. Even, like, putting that, like, this isn't what you wanted, is it? Yeah. Oh, you're such a devastating... I knew you're really broken up about this whole thing, aren't you? I'm just like, ooh, you are sassy and I'm loving
I know,
this.
and then they actually go into the whole speech about, like, now I finally understood your character. You pushing everyone away because you don't want anyone to get close to you. And it's like, while Double Trouble's talking, they're transforming into Shadow Weavers, saying people who, like, were abusing you, changing into Hordak, people who don't trust you, and then turns into Adora normal and says, like, people who, like, left you, and, like, puts her hand on her face all, like, Kendra pulls her hand back, and it's just, like, so... she's, like, literally in tears at this point.
Right, and then, like, one of my favorite lines that they say, have you ever stopped to consider that they're not the problem? Maybe it's you who are the problem? I'm just like...
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, and to say Double Trouble transforms into a scorpion, and just like, you drive them all the way, Wildcat.
It's literally, like, that whole part right there. My brain was literally being, stop it, she's already dead.
She's already dead, oh god.
And he's just like, well, god fucking damn it. Sorry, I'm just so excited for this part because it's my favorite part. They're just like, yeah, by the way, that whole super weapon thing might cause a lot of devastation. I kind of want to get ahead of the range of this.
Yeah,
so...
did they show Catra, like, a video of, like, the princesses completely destroying the army?
Yep,
that was a trap. Yeah, that was a trap, and you're completely getting destroyed.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, so I'm gonna get out of the way before the whole, like, this whole weapon thing happens. So bye.
Yeah, and finally inside the Crystal Castle, Adora's being controlled by Light Hope. The sword's completely, like, draining her power.
And that's that. Well, the sword's not draining power; it's gathering energy. Gathering energy. And as that's happening, the like Super Saiyan auras of everyone is changing to, like, some kind of rainbow-esque looking thing. Yeah. And they're all getting hurt.
Yeah,
from
now
this.
they're suddenly in pain. They're being drained.
Glimmer, before it happens to her, she just walks in and is like, good, Catra. Looks over, sees both of them defeated. Oh, you wanted to save everything for me. And Catra's like, well, then just do it.
He's like, just kill me. I don't
Oh, forgot. She sent Scorpia to help out the other princesses. Yeah. And Scorpia's like, wait, she's done. Catra did some bad things. Just don't hurt her.
Don't hurt her.
We're the good guys, remember? But then she's like, oh, look. We're gonna look. You wanted to save all the fun for me. How great! Well, then just do it. Immediately, it, like, clicks. Like, wow, you're really just alone, aren't you?
Yeah.
And they kind of have a moment.
Yeah, well, kind of. See, she's kind of like...
That's why I said kind of.
I think she kind of feels bad for how fucked up Catra is right now, because Catra's completely... Like,
right, yeah,
and then just die.
It is, like, kind of her situation as well. And then her power starts getting drained.
Yeah, they'll get attacked and drained. They'll begin to start getting drained.
Yeah, and even every once in a while, Light Hope is just like, wait, Mara wouldn't want that. Mara was compromised.
Yeah, she's kind of fighting with herself with her programming and how her feelings
but as a She-Ra, and then this is like putting the sword down. Like I'm not gonna do it.
Trying
I'm not
to
gonna
resist
do
the
it.
sword being raised
And,
like she does.
yeah,
when she charges
and of
up.
course Lighthope's like, no, you're doing this, and like the runestone on the sword like glows a weird dark color, and it's like forcing her.
Yeah.
And then it happens. The most unfathomable thing. I didn't think this was gonna happen this way because I knew obviously it was gonna be like, oh, this isn't gonna happen. But she starts like fighting back and saying, I'm not gonna abandon everyone. While Bowen and Catra are, flying towards the castle, something weird happens with the entire planet. And it's like, Bo's like, what's going on? It's like, oh, it's a portal! We're going through a portal! All of a sudden, everything like flashes in light, and then they see something that they haven't seen ever.
Their entire lives,
Stars.
Yep. We're in, and then it's like, what's going on? And Travis like, we're in the wider universe, finally.
Yeah, we're not in,
Despondos.
Yeah, we're not in Despondos anymore. We're in literally the bigger universe.
Yeah.
And of course, Adora's like, wait, all of those stars, all those planets and things, do you want them all to die? Because if we go through with this, they're all going to be destroyed.
Yep.
And of course, we have like Lighthope being like, don't do it, don't do it, don't. And then this is where the unfathomable happens. Because I foresaw different ways of how this was going to end. Mm-hmm. Didn't for the life of me think that Shiro was going to literally smash her sword on the floor and shatter it completely.
And completely destroying her sword.
I loved that.
And turning back into regular Adora.
Yep. And then when that happens, you see like a more pink Lighthope. Adora, thank you. Fades out of existence.
Yeah.
And everything calms the fuck down.
I can now be with Mara.
It's crazy.
I can now be with girlfriend.
Yeah, all the princesses are freed from the crazy giant energy drain, and they kind of all fall to the floor as Hordak, now awake, comes up,
gets up and is like starts to
has a
get
big
ready
giant
to
middle club. He has a big giant
that's
club
right.
because Catra destroyed his gun,
right.
so he's about to smash Glimmer. And I think Catra I think Catra stops him and protects him.
Well, at first, Catra does something, and then, Glimmer actually turns around and does something. Then Hordak goes to do it again, and then green surrounds them.
And then he says, "Oh, my brother, he's here." They float
here.
up into space.
And then you also see Adora walk out of the Crystal Palace, and you actually start seeing everyone like kind of weakened.
Yeah.
And you see a whole bunch of ships, the Armada that we've been hinted at a few times. It's here.
They are finally
because now that they're not in Despondos,
they see a huge number of ships flying off the space because they have been found
on the ship.
Yep.
On the mothership, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
You see. Okay, sorry. I'm not... this is the only way I can describe this. Because you see Hordak and Glimmer in this, like, big, colorless kind of chamber
like,
with maybe some green.
Yeah, white and green.
And you see Hordak with 4 or 6 green eyes.
4.
As if...
4.
As
asymmetrical.
As it with, like, fucking tendril hairs.
Yeah, white tendril
as
hairs.
if he were the main villain of fucking Battlefield Earth.
Or as I like to say, that this
leverage.
This is Horde Prime, also known as Mechanical Daddy.
Yeah.
Mecha Dad.
Yeah.
Mecha Daddy.
And of course, Hordak is like, brother, I've done everything for you. I've done this, and he's like, little brother, I see. You've been here all along. We found a signal and we lost it for a moment until this power source happened.
Yeah.
And he's like,
guy walks up to him and says, "Why can't I read your mind? What are you doing?"
What happened? Oh, I can't see through you. And he's like, I took over this putrid planet. I did all of this. They're bent to my will, all for you. And Hordak Prime just picks him up like, you thought you could be equal to me? I'm Hordak Prime. I'm Horde Prime. I'm the number one. You are nothing compared to me. And like does something to like.
One of his tentacles comes up and sticks in the back of.
Back of his neck. Yeah.
And it kind of just like resets his brain. His eyes glow green. His like weird mouth like turns green, and he's kind of like completely gets drained. And
and he's just like Hordak. I always supposed to say Hordak Prime. I'm sorry.
Horde Prime.
Look, they're all the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Horde Prime is like take him to be reconditioned.
Yeah.
Let's call him Prime.
Yeah, Prime.
No, because then I'll say Optimus.
Really?
And that's your
He's
fault.
not even the Optimus isn't even the only Prime.
We're not getting into
Sentinel
that.
Prime and
No,
all the
we're
other
not getting
ones.
into that.
Okay.
However, but where are my manners? Looks at Glimmer. Hi.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna rule this planet now, and you're going to be my honored guest.
No, he's about to kill her. And
yeah.
then Catra comes up from behind some rubble and says, wait, you don't want to kill her. There's a super weapon on this planet, and you need her alive to activate it. She's like, oh, well, I guess you're my new guest. And then, like...
Oh, you're my honored guest.
Yeah, you're my new guest, yes.
And by the way, you, looks at Catra, you might be of use to me, maybe. We're gonna put you as clicks on Microsoft Excel. We're gonna put you down as trial status. And yeah. And then in the
You'll be starting on a probationary
back on-
period for 90 days.
yeah.
or less.
Yep, back on Etheria, Adora says she doesn't know what's going on, but she's going to save Glimmer and stop whatever the hell this is and save the universe.
The episode technically ends there.
Yeah.
But during the credits, you see a whole bunch of, like, Horde Primes, fucking, like, robots and clones and stuff, just overcoming all of Etheria.
Yeah, we see that they are beginning to land and they're going to take over the planet. And that is the end of Season 4.
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Yeah, this season, the main thing was Glimmer being very wrong and bad, and
Yes.
I enjoyed her for that. Catra finally getting her comeuppance for the most part of her awful actions and her selfish nature. And
I
her
would call it the
abuse.
start of her comeuppance.
Yeah, actually, yeah, pretty much.
Karma's like, oh, trust me, I've seen you. I see you, girl. I
Yeah,
see you. But
it's-
guess what? I want my payment now.
Yeah, it's great. It's such a great catharsis for all the fucked up things he's done. Introducing Double Trouble, they are the fucking one of the best. They are the best.
They are.
characters in the show,
Okay,
practically.
look. If we're going, like, of all of the characters, yeah, Double Trouble is number one.
Double Trouble is fucking fantastic. They kill every
Yeah.
scene that they're in. They're amazingly funny. They're amazingly
And
devious,
literally, that
power
scene,
set is really
that-
incredibly
Such
helpful.
Loki vibes
I
as far as
know.
the actual mythological Loki.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
Marvel.
absolutely.
They're
and just
awesome.
that scene, that what really, like, I mean, I already thought Double Trouble was number one, but that scene, just in the final
Red
episode.
to fail.
Stop it! You're already number one. There is nothing higher than one. I'm going to go higher.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go infinite.
yeah.
I'm
they-
gonna. Oh no!
they actually
One
killed
you'll
him.
get. Hey, if you're number one, you have to go beyond your expectations. That is literally Double Trouble's plus ultra.
yeah, the plus
had to do another horrible shonen. But
I know, yeah, but they kill it every scene. And like, even after the Hordak scene where they reveal that Entrapment is alive, it's like their crazy vent for like the watchers of the show, just to be like, Entrapta loves you, Hordak. She's not dead. And then like, Catra, you're a piece of shit. It's just like they just say everything that people have been thinking for the past season, and they just completely fucking bust up Catra for it. It's so worth
Trouble
it.
Trouble.
is the audience.
Yeah,
100%. That's
Double
why it's so
Trouble is also, if there was one phrase every time Double Trouble comes onto a screen, if there is one phrase that describes Double Trouble, it's two words: Slay Queen.
I'm about to say,
Slay Queen.
did you see The Good Place season 2?
No,
When
I don't watch The Good Place.
It's fantastic, but no, like when you find out like one of the other the bad place boss is just like, well, we could do this, but I'm a messy bitch who loves drama, so we're gonna do this instead. It's like that is
I'm a mess.
Yeah.
that is Double Trouble's like catchphrase practically.
Bread and butter.
Yeah,
That's
just
like,
a messy bitch that loves
it's
trouble.
like it's a messy bitch.
Man, I mean, I could do this, but I like making messes. I like stirring the pot, so let's stir it vigorously.
They kill it. They made this season one of the absolute best.
I'm gonna make the best latte.
Now, post season question. Now that we're done with this season of this, who is the worst villain?
You mean bad or in terms of
As in, like, deviousness, like, who's, okay, better
The
villain,
most
as in,
successful
who's the most deviant, like, when you say best villain, obviously you mean worst villain, but who's worse? Shadow Weaver or Light Hope?
I would still say Shadow Weaver because she is actually fully in control of what she's doing. Light Hope was forcibly erased.
yeah.
there is two parts of Light Hope. There's the Light Hope that doesn't want this to happen because she understood what Mara was going through, and then there's the Light Hope that was immediately just overlapped on
These
top
are the
of
mission
her.
parameters.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shadowy also. Light Hope has been only manipulating Adora for the past 3 seasons, whereas Shadow Weaver was fucking up Catra and Adora their entire lives. So
Yeah, as soon as they became orphans and were just like, put them with the orphan room. Like, immediately, from the beginning of their lives, that's where Shadow Weaver was. Plus, because we got to see Shadow Weaver's past, and how she was still that type of person, even in her past.
Yeah, especially starting with
even when
Micah,
she was,
yeah.
even when she was like team good guy, like, oh, I'm this a magic teacher. We saw like, oh no, she has this bad disorder.
I'm a magic teacher, Adora.
I want to get into the
Glimmer,
dark shit.
Glimmer, really? Adora, no.
Yeah, I meant like back when like with Micah and like the
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that-
oh,
she
what
literally-
was her name before Shadow
Light
Weaver?
Spinner, my
Light
favorite.
Spinner,
yeah, I love it. But yeah, when she was back there, even before the crazy Eldritch thing gave her dark powers, she was already like self-interested, manipulative, and
She
Power
really
hungry.
was, yeah. Narcissistic mom still.
yeah, she's so much. I think Light Hopes was like just like a dysfunctioning AI that was fighting with itself. Whereas we saw she started off is Shadow Weaver Light Spinner okay or not good, but she becomes evil. No, she was always bad, continues to be bad. Now she's on good guy team, continuing to be bad, but still technically good
Like
guy
she's
team.
not even anti-hero.
And still,
she's bad.
she's like so. I think that's like I'd put her above Light Hope, who's just like a very
Light
blank
Hope-
on-off AI doing something that's fighting with themselves a little bit.
Light Hope was forcibly turned back to what she was supposed to do, which was convince Mara to become the key. And when the ancient ones that were still with Mara,
The first ones, yeah.
the first ones, ancient ones,
Whatever, I know.
were still with Mara, I think they were able to get into Light Hope and switch her back to where she was supposed to be.
Yeah,
I was
guess
trying to
what
figure
we,
out the time frame of it. I think what happened was the first ones were there an unknown amount of time ago. They left for some reason. I think probably go up to Eternia, where He-Man and them are.
Yeah.
But Mara came back to this planet because the gems were set up even before that to harness the power of this planet, the magic of this planet, by the first ones in the first place. So she was. That's why there were no first ones when she got there, even. But
Actually, we forgot
the timeline's still not entirely clear.
We forgot to mention also, while Adora was talking to Light Hope, a lot was revealed, actually. Like, the first ones did the Heart of Etheria thing well before even Mara.
Yeah.
Like, they had that contingency plan.
harness the planet's magic, 'cause
they left. They left because, everything started going... Shit started getting real.
You're right.
Apparently, the whole Hordak finding...
Hordak,
Hordak finding Adora was actually Light Hope reaching out to try to find Adora from so far away and actually bringing her in.
It was revealed that it wasn't Hordak who opened a portal, it was Light Hope who
Yeah.
brought her here so she could activate. So she could be another She-Ra to activate it.
Right, yeah. And just like all of those, and of course, still going off of the fact that, the first ones are gone.
Yeah.
And no, they will rise because we're going to do this whole thing.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Just, we forgot to reveal all of those things.
Yeah, we
as
forgot
well.
because that's why we skipped around because it was so like time weird. We just decided to just rush.
Yeah,
through it.
wibbly wobbly, timey
Yeah,
wimey
but
things.
yeah, and it's also just like they also know that they knew about Horde Prime and they were on the run from him at the time.
Yeah, because apparently Horde Prime... another final thought. Since this is like the first time you actually see him. First impressions of Horde Prime.
I love his design.
I thought he
design
was
is
hot.
So sleek.
Yeah.
I literally thought
his
he was
asymmetrical eyes, like 3 on one side and 1 on the
Yeah.
other.
hot. Bitch, I
The
love her
combo
asymmetry.
of symmetry with his hair, with asymmetry of his face.
Oh, that's
is
how I
peak
draw. That's how I
characters.
draw the
I know.
characters.
I love the one on the top and bottom are kind of looking like back and forward, and the one that's
different
it's crazy.
As crazy as it sounds, even though he's very calm and collective, yeah, he's definitely menacing for a first.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
just
he's
the little
definitely
bit we see
menacing.
him like beating the shit out of being so courteous to Glimmer and Catra, but then just like completely grabbing and like reprogramming Hordak like nothing, and it's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
oh shit.
He's
And
like,
all the-
this is just every every day when they glitch out, I just forcibly reprogram them.
Yep.
Like they're not people.
Oh.
They're not people because I'm.
They're
the
my
only one.
toys.
Yeah, Horde Prime. I'm already like, hell yeah, I was invested in this character. As soon as I saw that season
His
finale, I
his
was
first like official like reveal, definite like
oh,
yeah. This
and
is
also
the,
he's much more like competent and put together than Hordak, who was always a kind of like a weird, menacing, screaming weirdo. But the Horde Prime is so like so like elegant and cool and
Well, it's
sleek and
also,
serious.
like-
Such a good dynamic or comparison to him.
It's also just like I can understand why Hordak was the way he was.
Yeah.
It's because he was literally cut off from
Everything
Horde
he
Prime, and because he didn't have that stencil to work off of, he had to build himself up to be who he is now.
Yeah.
and we all found out how well that worked out. In the
We're
end.
gonna see another example of that soon in the next season, but we can wrap it up here for now.
I mean,
We're already
are done.
We're at 2 hours as well, so good
Yeah, fair
episode.
enough.
Good, decent ep. So yeah, plugs. Tara, Kaylee.
You can find me. I have a website now, artofterranester.com.
One more time for the people so they can. Google it.
Artofterranester.com. TARANESTER. Not
E.
OR.
There you go.
What about you? Kay?
I finally have a website as well. Stick in for this one. It's mlwetzel.wixsite.com/mlwetzelart. Again, mlwetzel.wixsite.com/mlwetzelart. If you want to see any of my drawings or anything that I do.
Definitely check them out.
And
Support artists.
once again, as per the usual, I don't have any plugs yet.
Oh man, at least get on fucking Twitter. You have one. I know you have one. I tag you in stuff for the goddamn show all the time.
I literally
I
don't
know.
really use it.
I know you don't. I know because you never
I
like the
literally
tweets I
only
put.
go on there every now and again to check on, like, the artists that I follow.
Oh, yeah.
However, Matt,
Hmm?
it's your turn.
Oh, is it? Forgotten Minotaur King. Buy my book, Forgotten Minotaur King. Check out the podcast. It's free. Matthew Lewis Podcast on Patreon. Matthew Lewis Podcast on Gmail. Matthew Lewis Podcast. Twitter. Check it out. Matthew Lewis Podcast. YouTube. Matthew Lewis Podcast on Twitch. Check out that. I don't stream much, but I am reposting all of Ed's, friend of our podcast's streams as well. Check out the YouTube channel, like and upvote those. Check out the iTunes, and sometime soon I'm going to get those RSS feed back up so more podcast
Nice.
things can actually share us because I'm very lazy. But I do need to go. I'm going to re-upload everything, all the back episodes. I'm probably going to start with the new stuff that we started, these new shows.
And remember,
But,
if you
yeah.
want,
Do you have an actual website yet?
No, the RSS feed served as a website before, and my Twitter and YouTube are the only things I use for.
At some point,
shows
when
and
you want
everything.
to hook
I will. Yeah, I'm
hookup.
definitely going to outsource to Tara for my website.
And remember, if you watch this on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit
Yeah.
the bell notification. For
Hell yeah.
Sorry,
Hit that bell
I,
notification. We need the support. It's great.
I mean, I know the YouTube algorithm is
I just
really
think of,
fucky
It's a
wonky, but
nightmare.
it really does help apparently.
The
So
name of the kid who did the like really bad animation of falling out of a skyscraper that Jennifer was like YouTube, YouTube.
But yeah, check out those things, and we're gonna be starting season 5 soon.
Mm-hmm.
Woof! And we'll be
Yeah.
back with more Arcane sometime soon in the future, hopefully.
in the future, because we're totally not behind on putting out She-Ra episodes.
Yeah, we're done like every other week now with posts, but it's fine. Okay, well, as usual,
From us to you here at Action Toon Brothers,
Keep
keep
it
it sleazy. Kuvira's Gambit.
I was really hoping no one would say it this time. I was really hoping no one would say Kuvira's Gambit, but somebody had
Hey,
to.
you're right. You expected that, and yet here we are.